What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Hidden Power. I don't know how this happens every single year. We got a show for you guys today. I don't even know what to call this because apparently it's not a leak, but there's over 100 new beta, Generation 4 beta Pokemon designs. We're going to be going through them all today. We're going to be bringing you the story and then, going through every single one of these designs. There's a lot here. There's scrapped Pokemon. There are, scrapped Pokemon of baby form, scrapped Pokemon of Generation 4 evolutions, things that we could have gotten. There's beta forms of the starters of Generation 4 Pokemon, legendaries. There's a lot here. I really have not looked at a lot of this, but I'm pumped. We're here. We're here all together. We're here. The Hidden Power community is here.
We're out here.
My name is Dusty Go-Goat. Today I'm joined by Hoops and Hip Hop.
Hello.
And Soul Silver Art.
What's up? I don't know why I got a special intro, but there you go.
Yeah, Hoops put his hands together. He put a little English on it, and then I said, you know what? Let me spice it up as well. I'm pumped to be here, guys. It's a Thursday afternoon, and I think this is gonna be a long stream. I don't even know where to get. I don't even know really where to begin.
How much of this have you seen? I'm curious.
I've seen things. I've seen images online. If someone wants to jump in and give me the backstory, that would be helpful. But like I said, there are a lot of designs. Let me switch the view real quick. There are a lot of. We're on a shout out to Lutu. Again, I don't even know where to give the credit because I'm not really sure how this all kind of rolled out. But there's a ton of designs here, and right off the bat, you're seeing some beta forms of some Sinnoh Pokemon. Some of these things we've actually seen before in sprite form from the Terra League from 10 years ago, even. Some of these things match up with things that we've seen in the past. I don't know. These kind of moments just feel celebratory and are kind of exciting. It's like Pokemon history,
Absolutely.
It's like it's really, really cool.
I can give you the whole spiel for a second.
Please give me the spiel. Please give me the spiel.
Yeah. I mean, it is what you just said. It is Pokemon history, and that's kind of the beautiful thing about this. It's not really a leak. It's not a leak. This was a DVD. I think it's called The Making of Diamond and Pearl. It was a DVD that was apparently only for Game Freak employees and probably their circle of people. Probably the what are they called?
The staff.
The stock people, the people that are the investors, investors in this. So but
this is all official. This is all official.
It is all official.
It's all official designs. It's just
this
early concepts, drafts.
Yeah, this literally came from Game Freak in the sense that they produced it and they decided to show it off.
Yeah,
and then this DVD just went into obscurity for 20 years because it was only basically owned, as far as I understand, by Game Freak people and the inner circle of Game Freak, basically.
Yeah.
And then one of them went on sale. Someone got a hold of it, and Lutu and the guy that originally purchased the DVD, they have worked to publish this and archive it and all of that stuff. So
yeah, you guys might remember it from months ago. There was the DVD and it had the beta Dialga and Palkia on it.
Yeah,
and everyone was losing their minds.
I do remember discussing this on Hidden Power at some point.
That was the first one they found. So there's only a certain amount of these in existence, right? That's the bottom line. There's only a very few of them in existence, and so people were buying them up for ridiculous amounts of money. This is the person that bought this.
Neos TCG, French collector. Shout out to the French. Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
Great person. He's just all about trying to preserve the history of this game, and he's a collector, obviously. So
it's cool.
He was in shambles about losing the first one because the first one he had bid on, and someone came in and just stole it from right underneath him.
Yeah.
So he thought that they would never get out in any way. And then another one popped up I don't know, maybe a month ago. It was crazy because I've been talking to him about it because he posted about it and was like, I got it. And I was like, okay, when's it happening? But, it took over a month to get all this out. I thought there was nothing on it. I was telling Hoops off air. I'm like, oh, I guess there was nothing because they never posted anything. And then boom, here we are. So
Yeah.
that's really the gist of it. It's
Okay.
not a leak. It was officially like sold to this person. It's not like it's
Yeah.
a official
I
kind of
guess.
product.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I'm not. Let's talk about
We
it.
don't
I
have
guess
to argue the semantics.
yeah, I guess they are semantics. Whether or not this is called a leak or not, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to be talking about these Pokemon and going
It does.
not a
through
hack.
each single one.
It's not a hack or anything.
But personally, yeah, it's not a hack. But like, sure, okay, but it is official content. These are official. I guess they're not official because they're not officially.
They are
published.
official because
Well,
they come from Game Freak, so that's
Yes.
that's the whole appeal.
Yeah, but I guess I mean like they're not like canon, but they are. Yeah, these are official designs and official drafts of Pokemon designs that have been, obtained outside of their intended purposes, and now they're public. So like,
Right.
I guess
But
it's not
the
a leak
thing, it was
because no
always
one
there,
stole
though.
it, but it's like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But
But
like,
it was always
we're not
it was
supposed to be
always like
seeing
a
this. This isn't
possibility,
for
right?
us. This
It
isn't
was always
for
a
us.
possibility. It's like, oh, we made this. It could eventually reach the public. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they
It feels
they-
like a
made it and
leak.
were like,
Feel-
you're
this-
not
this
allowed to
still
share
feels like a
this.
leak.
They weren't like, you're not allowed to share this. You know what I mean? As far as as far as we know.
Here's
Okay.
the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. If this was top secret and it was like you're not allowed to share this, it could have still gotten out anyway.
Yeah,
But I don't think the people selling the DVDs in the first place would even be selling them if it was that big a deal.
sure.
So it's very much a thing
It's for the
where it's
collectors.
like they made this for the staff and it's been 20 years and now it's just collecting dust in their basements.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm going to sell this. I don't need this anymore, because to them, most likely it really isn't that big a deal because they made the DVD and they're like, who cares at this point?
Yeah.
Which is rare. It's not usually how they are, but
Right.
it
The only-
seems like that is the case.
Yeah. The only bit of homework I didn't do was actually watch the video. I watched LuTube's video and I've watched all kinds of. I've looked at tons of stuff, so I've been busy.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the actual video. But if I remember correctly, if I've heard correctly, I'm pretty sure this was like Masuda's whole thing, and he was just going around just like recording people for the fun of it. I could be wrong if it was him or not, but they were just
Sure.
having such a good time, and that's kind of what's beautiful about
Yeah.
the whole thing.
So
I've seen clips, tons of clips, but
if I'm understanding this correctly, okay, so Lutu is the one who I believe worked with this person who actually had
and
the
a group
DVD.
of people, a whole team of people, really.
Okay.
Yeah, Lutu is.
We're on Lutu's website right now, lutu.net.
Mhm.
He's been on the podcast before, and actually, the plan is he's going to be on the podcast tomorrow to give us a behind the scenes exclusive on all of these Beta Pokemon. That's going to be tomorrow. So
We'll talk about that more.
I'm not even trying to plug, but actually, we're like 5 subscribers away from 17K. So if you want to see that tomorrow, subscribe. And that will be fun. And honestly, yeah, maybe we can actually watch through some of these. This is this is a new YouTube channel that was started to archive the actual DVD, and I haven't watched any of this either. I was saving a reaction for all of this for today, but I'll also be diving into this. Yeah, this is really, really cool. We got a super chat or we got a message here by Mr. Dolphin. They've been a member for 9 months, and they say you guys should do the best 100 new Beta Pokemon right after the 300 new Pokemon coming next generation. It'll be really fun and not exhausting at all. That's what we're doing. It might be fun to do a tier list of Beta Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should
Yeah.
do a Beta Pokemon tier list.
That could be
That's
kind of
always
fun.
been my dream.
That'd be kind of fun. We could do that by generation. And shout out to Ron, True Green 7 in the chat. You guys must be thanking the heavens for yesterday's leak. Yeah, this is cool stuff. Ron, I mean, I would imagine that this is really interesting to you as well, as an artist.
I was telling.
Would
I
love
was
to have
telling
you on the
Soul
show
right-
sometime. We could talk about it.
I was telling Soul right before we started. I was like, this week has been a busy week for me, and so yesterday I was like, oh, there's
Yeah.
nothing going on. I can just be productive, and then this dropped. So
Bro,
so
100%.
it's always
100%.
when you're not ready for it, but it's always welcome.
Doesn't it feel like this happens? Like we get some sort of leak every single year.
I mean, let's go.
Li-
Let's keep it
liter-
going.
Like wasn't last
I
year there was like Terra
genuinely-
League Part 2, and then like the summer before that it was, or the October before that it was the Terra League. and then
No,
before
like-
that we get some. I don't know. I feel like this just keeps happening.
It's every couple years, but yes.
No, you're right. You're definitely right.
We've had a major
keep
thing
us
like this
going.
every 8 months. It's been insane. My gosh. Guys, keep the love, keep the questions coming. We're gonna be doing. We're literally about to jump into this massive beta Generation 4 Pokedex. I have not seen a ton of these designs yet. We're gonna be doing a full review right now. Keep the super chats, keep the messages coming. We will do later in the show. We're gonna do a whole segment going through the super chats and whatever messages that you guys have. That's the only way this episode will not be 6 hours long. But like I said, we're doing another episode tomorrow as well. So stay tuned, subscribe, and stay tuned. Let's get into this, guys. Okay,
Crazy.
Turtwig, the starter Pokemon. These are the
Yeah.
beta. This is a beta Turtwig, and
Which is an armadillo.
yeah,
Not a turtle.
right off the bat, I think one of the reasons why beta Pokemon are so much fun, right, is that like it's so easy. Time and time again, it's so easy to see these designs present or elements of these designs present in designs that we got generations later. Because I see this, and the first thing I think about is Chespin.
So
That's funny.
there is actually an example of that here. So for the background on this one, it was going to be an armadillo, but then apparently Sugimori came in and said it needs to be something that kids are more familiar with, because little kids probably don't know what an armadillo is.
Bro, that's
So
cool.
they switched it to a turtle, but this armadillo design lived on spiritually with Grotle, because if you look at
Right.
Grotle, it's got the armadillo. It's got like a shell that is very armadillo-like.
Yeah. I see
So
that.
when
I
I
see that.
When I looked at
Yeah.
this before even knowing that it was supposed to be Turtwig, I was like, oh, that's like a beta Grotle. Like for sure.
Oh, you okay? That's
Um,
cool. I do
yeah,
see what
to
you're
me,
saying.
Grotto
Grotto looks a little bit more like
if it was
a
bigger.
dinosaur, but yeah, I see
Right.
that. I totally see that.
they took from it. And if you click the other little guy next to it, I don't know if you see the
Oh,
there you
yeah,
go.
sure.
Then you
Okay.
get like the versions of it.
Ooh.
But this one was after. This one was after they like revised it to be a turtle, obviously. I guess we
This
should
would
go
have
into
been. I
Go for it.
actually just noticed something. This would have actually been pretty dang perfect with the whole world turtle aesthetic,
Yeah.
because it can roll up into a ball
Oh
and
my-
become a globe.
True.
So
That's so
I
good.
wonder if like that was gonna be what they did, and then they just changed it to a turtle. I mean, maybe there was like a blend, but it would have
Mhm.
worked great. It would have worked great.
I'm sure they had good ideas like that about like making them. Also, like Pokemon don't always just stay the same animal. Like they change sometimes. So it totally could have been like that. But then, yeah, what you said with Sugimori, he was probably just like, yeah, people won't know what it was. Someone in the chat was like, I'm sure kids from Alabama know what an armadillo is. The
yeah.
kids from Alabama would have known, but
This is nuts, man.
That's
This
an
is really so much.
armadillo.
And there's so
not
much.
the Japanese kids though.
Definitely, we will link it. I don't think it's linked in the description right now, but definitely go check out this website at some point, lutu.net, because there's a bunch of like, I guess this is commentary. This is like
Yes.
alongside these images, there's also commentary, and I think we were talking offline, not about the credibility, but I do think in here, because it's his website, there is a lot of like he's doing his own form of speculation and commentary. This isn't all straight from the DVD, right? No, like there are some,
Yeah.
as far as I can tell, there will be some stuff in here that is his own personal opinion, which is cool. I think that's
Yeah,
that's good.
It's tough. That's why hopefully we'll have him on tomorrow for all that. Just to like figure out what is like his added on stuff and what is like actually
Yeah.
in there as translation. Because I know we should probably just talk about just get it out of the way. But
Yeah,
a lot of this, like with speculating on this, there's some things like people are like, oh, that's actually the starter, don't you know? And I'm like, yes, that is a starter, but it could have been reworked to be a normal Pokemon later on.
sure.
You know, there's something like that where people are like, no, that has to be the starter. It was never anything else. There's
Yeah.
things like that you got to leave some room here. We're going to speculate a bit on what each thing is. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's the final claim or
Yeah.
truth of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big thing for me with this is that like I don't necessarily doubt that it's all accurate, because I know Lutu is a very like thorough, legitimate, like he knows what
sure.
he's doing type of guy.
Mhm.
But we are missing a huge amount of context here, not knowing
The
like, I
language.
mean, the language, like we can't read the text, we can't understand what they're saying. So like we need a proper translated version for the the full context, which he has because he's been working with people, and I know
Mhm.
he kind of knows Japanese as well. So
We don't know
like a
how
lot
much
of
he's
this,
translated though as well. Like
right,
how much
right.
is
So like
actually translated.
some of it I'm sure like it does come from the translation, but most of us who don't understand Japanese,
Yeah.
like we don't know that. So we're just kind of going off of uh just what we don't really have anything more to go off of than the literal images and like the extra stuff, the extra like details of like, oh, this was a starter or this was an evolution. That's kind of just like, until we get the definitive like, yes, they said this in the video, it's kind of like speculative. So it's important to just be like, to not jump the gun and be like, oh, this was a starter, and
Yeah.
then like just like claim that even though we don't technically know the context.
But it could
Even
be.
And
even
that,
with that in
yeah,
mind, it's like you don't have to be so strict on something that was in development anyway. Even if it was meant to be
right.
something, it could have
Yeah.
become something else. Just saying. There's not like,
Yeah.
oh, that's all it is. That's it. You know? So
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
that.
and that's not to say like again, like I'm not I'm not like doubting the validity of any of this.
Mhm.
I'm reserving the
Yeah.
confirmation until we get the full context
Right.
of it.
And
And
we'll
we
be
don't
talking to
know
Lutu
what.
tomorrow, and we'll get some more
Yeah,
context. Yeah, I
for
love
sure.
this. I love all this stuff, and I appreciate. I appreciate that perspective, hoops. But this stuff is really really cool. It's just like it feels like, I don't know, man. It feels like a history that like, it feels like part of the history, part of the story of how these Pokemon, actually came to be. And
It's
this
so
year,
cool.
I've been making a lot of my own Pokemon designs, and it's been like this kind of stuff is so fascinating because it gives me a better understanding of maybe, how to do that better.
Mhm.
This is awesome. Let's keep it cruising because this
Mhm.
is
We'll
There's a
see as we
lot.
go on. Like
yeah,
when
we
we
got a
talk
lot
about
to cover. We got a lot to cover.
when we talk about each one, I'm sure there'll be like little debates here and there on what
Yeah.
they are and all that. So
Yeah.
we'll get to it.
Yeah, for everyone just joining, thank you so much. Keep the messages coming, and we will have a section in a little bit to review super chats and everything else. Thank you guys. All right, so Turtwig, Turtwig's pretty cool. So it's a, I think for all these, I think what I'm going to do for listeners is describe it, and then we can just, give our opinions and then move on. So Turtwig originally looked like an armadillo. It's got this little, like, leaf butt. Man, Hoops, you really did make a good point about it turning into, like, an actual globe, like a world, like, becoming the
Yeah,
globe.
like a
That's so
globe,
cool.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
world
really,
armadillo.
really, really fun. Yeah, the world armadillo. That's what we missed.
It probably, because
Yeah.
Torterra becomes kind of like a dinosaur ankylosaur type of thing.
Mhm.
So the idea could have very well been that it starts as an armadillo, it's able to curl up in a ball and become a globe, and then it would evolve into kind of like just a reptilian type of thing. And that's kind of what, like, it still is a turtle because it's the world turtle, but it's also a bit of a dinosaur. So
Yeah.
there's kind of a mix there. So
True. Very true. Yeah.
Uh,
I like this other one that looks like it has a Koopa shell.
Yes, yeah. The shell is
I
a lot
think it's
bumpier
Mario.
as well,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice. Like, I wonder if there was a version of Torterra where it like wasn't a ground type, or maybe those little bumps were meant to, actually connect to the ground type a little bit more. It's kind of cool because like those little bumps, those hills, would eventually become like what look like mountains in Torterra's final design. I think Torterra's like actual design, like moving now on to Beta Torterra, its final design is, I think, a lot stronger. Its beta form is as ugly as Venusaur, way less dinosaur. Although I say that,
It's
and it actually
I
has like
like
a
it.
mace. It has like a mace at the end of its tail, kind of like a
Yeah, I love that.
Stegosaurus.
I wish it kept
It-
that. Dude.
It is funny that you mentioned Venusaur, because Lutu mentions here that I believe they mention on the DVD that they changed its face because its face looked too similar to Venusaur.
Okay, cool. There we go.
It says, according to the documentary, Torterra's face shape was later revised to distinguish the design from Venusaur and other flat face Pokemon.
Yeah, those are like Sylveon and all the other Pokemon that Soul hates.
Yes, exactly. All of those.
So
Flat face
cool.
Pokemon.
Oh, look at this. Oh, there's even like sprites. There's even some sprites here. Interesting. Okay.
Oh,
this,
nice. I see
This
that.
is a cool site. Shout out to Lutu. This is a cool site. Look at that. We even get the little beta sprites, and these are from.
Yeah, you see Beta Grottle
Yeah,
even
we've
more
had these
so.
for a while. That's cool.
Yeah, looks like the armadillo thing. Beta
So
Grottle.
cool. So cool. All right, let's keep it moving. We're turning this into a tier list. We got Beta Chimchar as well.
I mean, you can say what you like a little too.
I know, but we have so many, and Hoop said, "Let's only go for." Hoops is gonna quit the podcast.
I won't quit. I won't quit. I'm here.
So we got Beta Chim, and I'm seeing Ariana Grande tonight, so I gotta go at some point.
Oh wow.
Chimchar, Beta Chimchar,
Jealous.
he looks spooked.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
See,
There's a lot of emphasis
I-
on his rear.
Yeah, so I think this is kind of cursed because again, in the commentary, it mentions that the whole inspiration for Chimchar was
Yeah.
literally because of butts. Because the baboon butt was like bright red, and so the designer was like, "Oh, that could be fire," and literally made a fire monkey because of a butt.
I think it's a good. I
Which-
actually think it's kind of the
I
concept
think all my hate
is kind of cute.
justified.
It is no
Yeah.
different than Cyndaquil. Like it makes sense. I actually kind of like this. I do kind of like this.
This is I mean, you can clearly tell this is early, but it's like early because it doesn't even really have like the Pokemon proportions. It looks like
Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't even look like a Pokemon right here.
yeah. Like I think it looks like a Pokemon, but maybe like a wild Pokemon.
I think it's like a sketch. I will say the thing I like a lot is the head, the little flame thing on the head being equal to the flame on the butt is like, I like that aesthetic to me. It's like the same flame, two flames. Anyway, like you said, don't want to tier list it. Keep going.
I know we're gonna take some. Yeah. So it's like I like the left cheek more than the right cheek. Personally, I wish it was spikier. It is. You know, it's also fun to see concept art. To me, concept art is a sign of like a finished design. I'm not saying that's true.
This one's way more complete.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool to see concept art of a beta design altogether, you know? Oh, this is kind of insane. What is this? So this is, I guess, another version, but to me, this just looks like the evolution of a... Oh, I see what it's saying.
I think it's something behind it.
Or right...
It's
oh, yeah.
If you click on...
There's like a shadow?
Yeah, we're going to get to that one because basically it's right there. That's the better version of it. These reconstructed images are basically like, because in the documentary, all of these pieces of concept art are on literal pieces of paper. And so some of them are over the top of others. And so that reconstructed image is just him trying to like see through the piece of paper
you get the general shape.
Yeah,
right?
I
Get
see
the
it right
full
here.
image.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see that.
I don't know what he's pointing at there, but yeah. Either way, it's not really.
It's like I can see it now. There's like a shadow. There's like an outline of Chimchar. But okay, we'll just keep going.
This is cursed.
Beta
this is cursed. No,
I think this is kind of cool.
I like it.
I think this is kind of cool.
I was like, what the heck am I looking at? Like this is.
I was happy.
I think it's cursed because it's unfinished, but I do. There's some elements of this that I do think are kind of cool, and maybe lost in the final, like the flame tail. I guess the flame tail. Okay, so Beta Infernape originally had a flame tail. It doesn't have a fire crown. It has what looks like just like long hair. I guess the flame tail is kept in the mid stage Monferno. And I've actually always liked that. I like Monferno. How Monferno has like a normal tail with fire at the end, like Charizard, but just at the mid stage. I don't know. I think there's some cool things here because it's like the baboon aspects, right? It keeps some of the baboon aspects that are lost in from Monferno to Infernape. So those are the aspects I kind of like, especially the blue coloration. But
I have to spend a little time on this one.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
It is one of the starters, right? And
yeah.
I've never been the biggest fan of Infernape, though I've warmed up to it a lot recently. I think this is the best one out of the beta ones. I just think it's more monstrous. It looks like a monster, right?
Yeah.
And they made Infernape specifically thinner and to like contrast the other ones. But I feel like all of them together felt more like Gen 1 and 2 monsters here. And I like that about it all.
Sure.
I think what you're saying is right. Like, it's not a finished product, so it doesn't look as good. But conceptually, it would have been great when it was like completely finished and what's the right word, like cleared up to be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
He was saying in the blurb, I think Sugimori again was like, the Fire Tail's boring. We just did that kind of, we've been doing it with Charizard and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So like put the fire on the head. So that was like a
Yeah.
main change that they wanted to make.
Dude, this is so cool. It's so fun because it's like when a Pokemon gets made, it becomes canon. It's like it's worshipped. It's perfect. It's law, and it's so cool to see these Pokemon come. Like the process of the little decisions that are made, right? Everyone
Yeah.
can make more decisions once a design's out. We all critique. We all say this should be different. This should be different. This should be different. But it's really cool to see where things start from and how like little decisions or like little variables can lead to a decision for how the final design ends up. Like that's it's just cool. It's also like humbling, you know?
Yeah. Interesting point on that is like a lot of people actually like these way more than like Johto beta designs and stuff because of the sprites. Like people can't envision them as like final designs, but when we get lower into the other ones, like them being drawn out makes people be like, oh, that actually could have been better because it's an actual drawing instead of sprite work.
Yeah. There's a lot of different versions of Infernape. I love this Infernape right here where it has instead of like the gold plates on its hands, it's like tufts of fur, and the fur comes up. I guess it kind of looks like the tufts of fur come up a little bit more. I guess actually this Infernape looks a little bit more like Goku. It's actually got like it's actually just kind of yoked. It's got like the human physique on it, and he's very like upright. He really does have like Goku hair. But this one is pretty cool. This one looks a little bit more like
it's
the shiny.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. The baboon one is crazy, just like with the open jaw. Scare like just like showing his teeth. It's cool, man. Yeah, I think this would be maybe better if the fire main was still went all the way out. Man, this is so cool to see.
Yeah, that's kind of like the progress, right? The four of them this was like the first one where they were like, put the fire on the head.
Yeah.
So they just moved on slower or onward, and it got longer and longer. The flame. Look at even the sprite of Chim or what's his face Infernape. It's just like so long.
Oh, it's so long, dude. Yeah, the sprite is awesome. I've always liked the Infernape sprite. We got King Piplup next. But guys, we got to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Man, it's tough out there. It is so tough to be a Pokemon card collector right now because finding the product that you actually want can be nearly impossible. And that's why we've sponsored today with Awesome CCG. Awesome CCG is my local card shop, and they are always my #1 choice for getting cards because they always have product. Good luck finding anything at Target. They've got 2 locations in New England and an online store. And right now, just for Hidden Power listeners, you can use code Hidden Power for 5% off any regularly marked products. Pokemon cards, plushies, board games, Magic the Gathering, any other TCG product that you can think of, they probably have. I just pulled these beautiful grass-type Pokemon cards from the latest Mega Evolution set. And right now, you can save 5% on the latest Mega Evolution products with code Hidden Power, and the timeline for the rest of the year is looking pretty slick. The next English set is all about Mega Rayquaza Gen 3 ports. That's going to be releasing in November, but if you want to be slick and show off to your friends, or maybe your wife, or maybe the Discord group chat, you can get a bunch of these brand new Mega Rayquaza cards in the Japanese set that releases at the end of July, Storm Emeralda. So you can get all these beautiful cards 3 months early, and personally, you didn't hear it from me, actually you did hear it from me, I think the Japanese cards are just higher quality. I don't play the TCG, I'm a collector, so I love to collect the Japanese cards, and they're cheaper. Links are in the description and the pinned comment. Use code Hidden Power to get 5% off any Pokemon cards that you were already going to buy. It's a no-brainer. Thank you, Awesome CCG, for sponsoring, and now back to the podcast. Did you guys like my flower cards? My grass type flower cards? Check them out. I'm still bragging about these Lurantis Fomantis cards, and there are some pretty cool beta grass type Pokemon upcoming in this list. All right, let's talk about King. Let's talk about what is it? King King Piplup. King Piplup, dude. Beta Piplup literally had a crown. This is so cute. And he's also he has like this like fuzzy, he's got like the fluffy, the little like just like the fluffy feathers, like the down or whatever you would want to call it of a penguin chick. but they kind of look like Frubbles, don't they? They kind of look like Frubbles.
Yeah, a
it
little
looks
bit.
like bubbles to me.
What do you
It's
what do you think
cool.
about this?
This is a perfect example of just like the design process, because
Yeah.
here it's got a literal crown on its head, but then in the final design, the crown is still there, but it becomes a marking on its face that uses
Yeah.
like that it uses the space in between its eyes to like make that crown instead. So it's like just way more refined and just like better
Yeah, dude, you're
polished.
right.
Was
That's
always
that's nice.
genius. Was always genius. That.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will
So-
say. So there's another beta concept design where Piplup has this like white down to it, and I think that probably is in reference to like the colors of like a penguin chick. But it also kind of makes me think of like the ice type, and I wonder if there was a world where Piplup was going to evolve to become a water and ice type, because it is
Yeah,
a
it
penguin,
does seem that
obviously,
way.
right?
Mhm.
Like, wouldn't that make sense? Like,
honestly,
it has like a warm coat. Like a little baby is wearing like a big warm coat because it's cold. Like that makes sense. We've seen that with whatever it's called, the ice type in Gen 3.
it possibly could have been, because if you look at Empoleon here, it actually does look
Mhm.
very
Ice
icy.
type.
Ooh, dude, what?
So,
This is Beta Empoleon? That's crazy.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
way. Hold on. Let's
And
zoom in
honestly,
enhance.
I don't-
Holy cow. Yeah, bro, this must
I
have been
don't-
water ice type.
I
Yeah.
don't
In
know.
no world. Yeah.
I don't know if there's any detail in like the Japanese of the documentary about this, but
Yeah.
I would be willing to bet that is the case, because one thing we can see about this compared to actual Empoleon is that it's not really got the whole like regal, fancy,
Yeah.
Mhm.
royal theme going on quite
he's
yet,
rough.
which is the inspiration for the steel type, because it's like based on Napoleon, and Napoleon is this warlord basically.
Yeah.
So without that, it wouldn't have the steel type, and therefore could very well have the ice type, especially because it looks like an ice type. So,
Mhm.
I'm loving
Yeah.
this, dude. That's really, really cool. It even has
which
like,
would have been awesome. Can you imagine an ice type starter Pokemon? That's
oh,
never happened before.
has that never happened before?
We've never gotten an ice type starter.
Wow.
in
I will
any
say
way.
ice type was kind of reserved as a like end game type. It was I mean, I think ice is really ice
Weird.
is powerful.
But yeah.
It is powerful offensively. I think it beats dragons.
Against dragons.
Yeah. It would also have an advantage against like the grass type. So maybe that was something that they weren't comfortable with, but I think the ice type would be really, really cool to have. Yeah. Actually, honestly, most of the starter Pokemon, like if the starter trio, if all three of those types are like elemental, do starter Pokemon ever get a dual type of like another elemental, like an RPG elemental type? I'm thinking like, you get the water, fire, grass, but then you have like electric, ice.
It's not that common.
I'm trying to
It's not
think of.
that common.
Obviously, they
It
get
feels-
fairy and dark,
It
psychic,
fe-
fighting.
It does.
Steel, ground, but you know what I'm saying?
It does. Yeah,
Mhm.
it does feel like they tend to avoid certain types for starters, because like electric has always been one that I'm like,
Yeah.
I just have a feeling they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for real.
What do we think about little Primplup, Beta Primplup here?
I think it's better.
You like
It's
it?
better. Yeah.
I like the little
It's so much
spike sticking out
better.
in the back.
don't
I
like
think
Primplup, so-
think this design is way less memorable. Like I look at it and I'm like, what is the concept? You know?
Is Primplup memorable?
I think
Not to-
the
to me,
Primplup we
no.
got is more memorable. I think I like the headgear of the Beta Primplup, how it's like a little bit bigger, or maybe how it like sticks out in the front of his face a little bit more. I think I like his eyes as well being like red. And again, I
Yeah.
like the thing sticking out in the back, but like, yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, I guess you're right. Let's ask the chat. Is Primplup memorable? I don't know. I think he's got like he looks like he's wearing like a little suit. I think it's cute. There's something
I
there.
think
There's personality.
Primplup is overhated, to be
Yeah.
honest. But with that said, there are things about this one that I do like. I don't know what it is quite exactly, but there's something about this one that just looks more unique
Yeah.
versus like kind of like just a penguin. And
Yeah.
I always like when Pokemon look like an original creature
Yeah.
as opposed to an animal with elemental typing. So
Mhm.
that part about I get a little bit of that sense, which I really like.
I like how
It's really just his face is different, right?
yeah, he's
The
got the
beak,
red
the
eyes, the white color, but I think it's also the fact that his like beak is connected more prominently to like this like I don't know like the horn ridge or whatever, and then the fact that it sticks out in the back kind of makes him look a little bit more like a monster. Whereas Primplup, yeah, it's like a cartoon penguin with I don't know. Yeah, it's a little dumbed down a little bit, but
Mhm.
I don't know if it's a loss. Who knows? But then there's this other beta Pokemon that I guess I haven't really internalized this one, and it looks like a cross between Primplup and Empoleon. I
That's
think
just-
it looks like the
yeah.
model of Empoleon, but like with Primplup's head,
Right.
which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But okay, let's keep going. All right, now we got a beta Bidoof, and
That's just a beaver.
I
It's
think I
just a
like it more
beaver.
though. I think I like it more
No, stop.
'Cause he
That's
actually has a
literally just
tail.
Beaver.
he actually
That's
has
just
a
a
tail.
cartoon beaver, dog.
I think
I like the
he-
back, right?
yeah,
But the front
I like the spots. I do like the spots
Yeah.
on its back.
yeah.
but,
and the tail.
Yeah.
But the front is just the beaver. The front is literally a beaver.
yeah.
But he's got the tail. He looks a little bit like a platypus, I guess. Oh, you know what? Okay, so as we're seeing here, maybe Bidoof was conceptualized as like one solid design, and then they split it up in two, so it could actually have like an evolution.
This is kind of
that makes
weird
sense.
because
I see that.
this is kind of weird because on this page
Oh, there's
he's
so many
got the
Pokemon.
barrel here, but the barrel design that he is referencing is literally just like that foot in the right corner, so it's
Yeah.
like not
Yeah,
even
yeah.
visible.
Oh,
so,
I see. Okay.
So this beaver over here is just Bidoof.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the barrel is like not even visible.
Yeah,
And-
Lutu's very attention to detail, like any little thing like that. So that's Barrel's foot is over there.
Yeah,
apparently.
therefore
Yeah.
he's categorized.
It's the SpongeBob meme. Look, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this? A leaked Diamond and Pearl scratch pad sprites from the Platinum SVN.
Yeah.
And so
These
there
are the
is
leaks
like
from
another
the Terra
version.
leak.
Okay.
Mhm. These
So
are
there-
from the Terra leak. Those sprites.
Yeah. You'll notice, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but like Bidoof, this early sprite of Bidoof, of Babarrel has like a purple color to it.
Could just be
And
lighting.
Babarrel,
If you-
or could it perhaps indicate maybe that it's a beaver mixed with a platypus, which has poisonous, right? Poisonous
maybe.
attributes, which in Pokemon would be, which would be purple. I wonder if there's anything
You
there.
know, I'm
that,
just like
that,
spitball.
that purple color doesn't appear anywhere else. It's also it's on its feet. It's on its tail and it's on its feet. So
Yeah.
I'm just spitballing here, so this is not real at all.
yeah,
But I was looking at Bidoof and I was like, oh, he looks like a little loaf of bread. But you know what actually he could look like that would have been like cool to put in their actual designs?
banana bread.
He's shaped no.
Okay,
He's shaped like has a cylindrical shape to him. So he could have been like a log and then he could have evolved
Yes.
into like a tree trunk or something.
I
'cause
like that.
beavers chew them.
That would have been infinitely more interesting than this line.
Dude, that's fun. I like that. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat earlier was like, "We're gonna listen to Soul hate on Gen 4 designs this whole time," and I didn't even think twice, but now I'm getting there.
It is cool
Um,
that like if you're a
can we
Generation
get
4 fan,
a-
like you really are eating with this. I feel like I've never really appreciated Generation 4 like that, but this is really cool. This is almost making me appreciate it a little bit more. And I'm surprised I haven't seen anything like okay, yeah.
So sorry to interrupt. I just
No,
wanted to
we
say,
we gotta keep moving. Just interrupt me. We gotta keep going.
really quick. Can we get a beta foot in the chat from everybody?
Yes, beta
can we get
foot.
beta foot
Beta
trending?
foot. I
Beta
think
foot.
beta foot. That might almost be related to in there was we got to do
don't know
it. We
what
have to do a video on this as well,
He's
but there was
dead.
also a compilation of a bunch of Generation 8 beta concepts for Pokemon. And in there are concepts for like a head Pokemon. It's classified. The code name is like head Pokemon, or no, I think it's head, and then arm, and then like hand. They're a body part Pokemon. So I think foot. I think beta a beta foot. It could really actually happen.
It did happen.
It did happen. It was Babarrel.
It's there.
All right, Beta Cranidos. I'm trying to keep
That's
myself.
it.
I'm trying to keep myself going here. Yeah, we see a little bit of its face right here in this document, and it seems to match up with.
Yeah, it's like identical to me.
Yeah, it seems to match up with like an older design that surfaced a couple years ago. It does look identical, which is cool.
You know what? You know what's crazy about this is that if you look at that earlier design, it's got kind of like a sort of like a crack almost on its head,
Yeah,
and
dude,
with
that's
its
cool.
eyes being whited out, it almost makes me think like maybe they were going for like a mindless type of approach where
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
its head is like literally bashed in, and so it's like it's just
Yeah.
like insane, like
Crazy.
it's mindless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
It headbutts things. It would have cracks, the bones
Mhm.
or whatever. I really feel like what's weird about Cranidos is that it's the only fossil that is just rock type. It doesn't have a dual type, and I feel like it could be like a dark. It looks like a dark type here, to be quite honest, with its like incessant need to just headbutt things, right? And that could also play into this like mindlessness, or also I guess like the cracks on its head, could indicate. Yeah, I guess like a brutal nature, like it's always getting into scraps. Maybe this thing was rock in dark type originally. I keep forgetting that there's like information here on the side, or like yeah, from Bluetooth from the website. We also have a beta Gastrodon, and guess what color it
Which
is?
is wild.
It is yellow.
Yellow.
Man, this is crazy. Early design for Gastrodon. Design matches an unused, craggy-looking back sprite in the final game with the yellow color matching an unused palette for Gastrodon's shiny variant found in the leaks. Yeah, that's crazy. They're alternate angles of the main design, maybe based on the real-life yellow-colored sea slug, ironically named the Pikachu Nudie Branch due to its black and yellow color scheme. That's super fun. Oh, yeah. And then in 2026, Pokemon Pokopia may directly reference this cut design by alluding to a yellow Shellos in the game's script. That's super
This
fun,
could be
man.
a
That's
Gen
crazy.
10 Pokemon we're looking at
Well,
already.
Yeah.
Well, now we have to wonder, when they said yellow Shellos, were they referencing an upcoming yellow Shellos in Winds and Waves, or were they just going back into the archives and talking about this and
They could
using
have,
it as
man.
like a cheeky thing? So
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
it is fun. I guess I always understood that this was
Hopefully it's both.
Yeah, for sure. And they could bring it back. I saw such a cool video on YouTube by I didn't even know who this person was, but they made a video all about Gastrodon and how how its forms are maybe it's a proper Pokemon theory. It's pretty cool. But he kind of goes into like Gastrodon lore, which is really, really fun. And he alludes to like a new yellow form that we could see in Gen 10. Yeah, this is cool to see. We can't really see its face, but
You can
really,
imagine its face
Yeah.
pretty well.
it really does match up with the beta sprites. So that's cool to
Mhm.
see that. All right, Driftblim is actually a lot different.
We're taking another L.
Yeah,
here.
Driftblim's kind of crazy. I have a
I love
connection here.
Drifblim.
Yeah. So
but-
beta Driftblim looks like a proper Zeppelin, but it's got like clouds all over the Pokemon's body. Like just imagine normal Driftblim, but like elongated, so it looks like a Zeppelin blimp. And then it has these. It has, I guess, three sets of arms, which kind of
guess,
look
yeah.
like rows on a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this?
This is way better. Way better.
I think they did it though because it's like, I don't know, Drifloon feels more like just an evolution from Drifloon, whereas this is like a third evolution. Like you can see it being a line. It went from a balloon to a hot air balloon, and now it could go into being a Zeppelin proper.
Yeah, I'm gonna state just for the record, I literally I don't even think it was a week before this happened. I literally did a Driftblim evolution for an upcoming video
You did.
that actually looks a lot like this.
Nice.
So,
I mean, a lot of fans have wanted.
but yeah, it's not
this.
uncommon at all.
Yeah,
for sure.
sure.
And I actually thought looking at it at first that it could have been just a drift blim evolution. So it makes
might
you
have been.
wonder. It makes you wonder though.
That's true. It could be. No, you're right. It could be an evolution. Yeah.
I wonder also how late this could have been changed, because like the odds of the English localization being named Driftblim and there being a blimp evolution, it kind of seems like maybe the Driftblim blimp version was like gonna be a thing to the point where they localized the name and called it a blimp because it's a blimp, but
Yeah.
then maybe they like tweaked it last second. Because like, why would you call a hot air balloon a blimp? And like, there's also an actual blimp design at the same
Yeah.
time. Like, that seems kind of like
Yeah.
a pretty coincidental to me. So
Very true.
You know what this kind of I actually think. So like the beta design of this drift blim, for listeners, it's got this red explosion on the back end, right? As if it's being propelled forward. And we do see that. It almost looks like they just took the blimp design, or not the blimp design, and rotated it 90 degrees so it was upright and to look more like a hot air balloon. Because everything kind of like tracks in that way. They also kind of turned like what would be windows into like the little into like its actual like eyes. I don't know, man. I guess this really could be a proper evolution that maybe we just lost out on.
I mean, it should be, yeah.
Yeah. So what the first thing that I saw when I thought about when I saw this was how Whale Lord is also kind of a blimp, right? It is a whale, but it is cylindrical or whatever. Like it is long. It's long, and it is. I guess I want to say like it is like it's just a water type, but it is the opposite of dense. It is the opposite of. I'm pretty sure it's like as light as air, canonically. If you look at its decks and it's right, it floats essentially on top of the water and like a beach ball instead of actually going underwater. And I've always imagined like a version of Whale Lord that is a proper flying type, and I wonder if maybe there was any actual consideration of that idea that they had already created in Generation 3 that maybe, inspired this concept for a Pokemon Driftblim. Because they're shaped the same. And yeah.
Another interesting thing to mention about this line is that Drifloon is actually very possibly recycled from a balloon design in Generation 1.
Yeah.
That later became Jigglypuff because Jigglypuff is the balloon Pokemon.
Yep.
But the original design was literally a balloon. And so it's very likely that they recycled that into Drifloon and then
Arunda
moved from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here it is. Literally just a circle with a string and a face. Crazy.
But it's just cool. Like this is a good example of like it just shows you how interconnected all of the Pokemon and generations are, because it's like, okay, we've got this thing that came out in Gen 4, but it has ties back to Gen 1, and then some of these even have ties to future generations. So it's like they were planned for Gen 4, but they came out in Gen 7 or Gen 9.
Yeah.
And so that's always really cool because it shows you that it's like, okay, we just got this new Pokemon like 2 years ago in the latest generation, but it's actually existed for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Just in the archives.
And this is why I don't think 300 new Pokemon in Generation 10 is that crazy, because they have so many designs on lock. And they're just
100%.
kicking them around. And it to be honest, it also actually makes all of these, like the discovery of all these beta Pokemon, it actually makes that a little more sad, because all of these Pokemon that we're seeing, or maybe it's happy, all these Pokemon that we're seeing that we're about to see that are not, old beta versions of Pokemon that exist, but like things that we've just never actually seen. it makes it a little sad because those are probably things that Game Freak has been kicking around and might actually turn into a design, a proper Pokemon. And I don't know. I don't know if this would ever spoil. I don't know if this would ever spoil or like ruin the chances of something actually coming, becoming a real Pokemon. But I hope
I
not.
don't think it would.
Here's what I'll
Right.
say on that. First of all, as far as like Generation 10 is concerned, they likely already have Pokemon more or less
Yeah.
locked in. So if anything from this is in Gen 10, it's probably gonna just stay that way.
Yeah.
But also there are some Pokemon in this I want to say leak, but it's not a leak. In this discovery, that are absolutely Pokemon that we saw in later generations. And this DVD is something that Game Freak themselves put out. So like they recycled these designs with the knowledge that they like made them somewhat public already.
Yeah.
So
True.
Exactly. I agree.
We got a Beta Baneri right here. Not much. I mean, we can't see much more of its body, and it's also just Baneri. It's a pretty simple Pokemon, but I do think its face is pretty cute. And maybe a little
don't
bit
go
more
too deep on these.
Yeah.
Just because it's like literally just Baneri just drawn different, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I see like on the first one,
There
there's
is
no
a
line to the
difference. It
mouth.
looks a little bit more
Yeah.
smug. And then the second design, it's a little bit cuter. But yeah, there are minor differences. Even the like the sprite that leaked a decade ago is pretty similar. We got a Beta Perugly, and this one's actually a lot different. What do you guys think about this? This Pokemon looks a lot more different. I think it's got like these ears that look like horns, and
so
yeah, and it's like tail that wraps around its belly. Instead, it wraps around like its neck to create like a fluffy collar. What do you think about this?
yeah, so to me, this looks like it was like an earlier design for Glameow's evolution where they were just going to keep the glam aesthetic of it
Sure.
because of that big fluffy collar. And then they were like, no, let's go the opposite direction and make it ugly instead to create that. Because I think it was a battle of like concepts, because at first they were just going to keep the fancy aesthetic, and then they were like, oh wait, let's actually go opposite because that's like more interesting.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, I will say, but I like this beta version better. So I wish
because the other one's so ugly. This is per pretty. This is per pretty. Yeah.
Per pretty. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Per
but
pretty.
This is one of the
just
split
so much
evolutions
better.
we're gonna get. This is one of the split evolutions we're gonna get in Generation 10. Yeah.
Oh please no! I don't want this line to get anything ever. Just
No, yeah.
be erased.
No, we have
gone.
Perugly and we have Periddy.
Yeah,
That's
Pretty,
Periddy.
yes. There you go.
All right, Beta Hippopotas looks so different, and I kind of love it.
I love
This little guy is so cute.
Love this little guy.
So to start, in the Terra leak, we got this Beta Hippopotas, which was literally just it was just like a little baby hippopotamus. There's nothing on it, literally nothing about it that indicates that it's a Pokemon. There's nothing about it. It's just a hippopotamus. Or a hippopotamus, not a hippopotamus, but a hippopotamus. And this beta form, this guy is, let me zoom and enhance here. He's blue. He's got a little dinky little face. He looks tired. He's got a little squiggle tail. And he also kind of has like this like red coloration on his back.
It's like a shell almost.
I think right off the bat, I mean, I would imagine that they started with the concept of a hippo Pokemon being a water type. This looks water type to me. And the red shell might just be in contrast, but I like this guy quite a bit.
Yeah, me too.
This is like to me, this looks like a new Pokemon. This is a different take on a
It's
hippo.
not really hippopotas.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it is because they took the eyes and put them in the ears. That's the weirdest thing. But
Yeah.
they did it.
You're right, dude. No, 100%. That is absolutely what they did.
Yeah,
That's cool.
It definitely is a beta hippopotas, but it's just so different looking.
You're right. Wow.
Level Letty 9 Ledian says hoops and hippopotamus.
Yeah, bro. Dude, you might be overdue for a name change. I like that.
Rebrand.
Hippopotas.
rebrand.
Hoops. Yeah. Hoopopotamus.
Yeah.
Hoopopotamus.
something like
What's going on,
I
guys?
always
It's
wondered-
Hoopopotamus.
that. Yeah. I always wondered, like, even going back to playing these games for the first time, why there was a hippo Pokemon like just randomly in Sinnoh. So I don't think we get the answer to that here, but like it'd be interesting to know if they like had a reason or if they were just like, let's do a hippo Pokemon.
I
It's
think
probably that.
this is a good point for just like all of these. All of these Pokemon got like they get a better chance of getting a new form or evolution in the future because they had like other versions of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that they were trying to do a hippo since Gen 3 because there was a hippo in Gen 3 as well. So I think they were trying to be like, oh, let's make a hippo, and it didn't work in Gen 3, so they tried here again, and they eventually did. But different.
And for anyone who's joining the chat, first off, thank you to everyone who's hanging out with us right now. This is pretty fun. This is one of those streams that feel kind of like it's a moment. This is a moment. This is a community moment. So shout out to everyone for being here. We will be reading super chats in a little bit, just in a dedicated section, so we can actually work our way through these designs. Otherwise, I feel like we're gonna be. This is going to go on 6 hours. So thanks for all the love, and we will get to your super chats. Thank you guys. Man, I'm so tempted to click the screenshot button because it just like opens the floodgates of a bunch of new Pokemon that we've never even seen. Hippowdon, let's see. There's another version, or I guess like another sketch of. Is this another Betafoot, or is this
No, that looks like this is just my own perception, but that almost looks like a bird Pokemon or something.
Yeah,
it's like on its nose, because it's like doing the whole birds that land on hippos.
Yeah, that
dynamic.
live on hippos.
Co-evolution.
It's like the whole Skeleturge thing.
Yes,
right.
But this is the co-evolution that we've been, discussing for Generation 10.
Maybe a little bit.
Two Pokemon that come together to maybe evolve. This is So to me, this doesn't look like a new Pokemon. It is a form, if anything, or it is maybe it's like Mantine and Remoraid.
Right. I wouldn't call this a Hippowdon. I don't know. Lutu, I guess, thinks that it evolved. It's like the evolved form, which totally possible.
Yeah,
it's totally possible that it is. But I would say it's just that same Pokemon with this little bird that attaches to him.
He might also have it here because, he might also. Well, he probably says it right here.
I mean, he might know as well.
Oh, okay. So he says assumed evolution of the blue water type hippo Pokemon. Yeah. And then there is another version of Hippowdon right here with where it does have like a lot of blue in its color in its design. That's true, and it got turned into like a ground type at some point. All right, now we got Beta Krogunk. And I really do like this Pokemon a lot. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, this guy's cool. This guy's really cool. He looks like a little frog.
Yeah, he has the chibi Pokemon proportions to him.
Yeah,
that everyone kind of like identifies Pokemon with, and I don't know. I'm very torn on whether I like this more or not, but I think I kind of do, just because it's like he's a little chibi guy now.
Yeah.
So
and
it is also more finished than the rest, right?
Yeah.
He's just
right. It is.
It's perfect. It could be a baby. That's what. Whenever I draw all these one day, it's just be like a baby, and then Krogunk, and then Toxicroak 3.
I like that. Soul. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It does kind of look like a baby. I mean, I think it would have to be simplified a little bit, but yeah. I'm glad Krogunk exists. But this is also really, really good. This is a nice take. I bet they wanted to. I bet we didn't get this design because they wanted to maybe add the fighting type to the Pokemon or something. Also, like, man, it's crazy. I was looking at like all of the early Dark type Pokemon. Like, talk about how they have like toxins, and they fight with toxins, which is insane to me because to me that reads like a poison type. But like even like Houndoom, and so I'm wondering like, well, actually, hold on, what type is Toxicroak? Toxicroak is poison dark?
Fighting, I think.
Fighting. Yeah,
poison fighting. It's not dark type,
fighting.
Right?
No.
Okay, it just is a poison type. Okay. Yeah.
You're right though that this was probably just poison type, and then they were like, but we want it to be fighting too.
Yeah.
So they gave him human proportions.
Yeah, it's like have him stand up a little bit so he can start fighting.
Yeah.
I think
another
this is
reason.
Good. I'm glad and there's two different forms where it kind of like blows up. It's pretty cute.
Another reason why they could have also changed it is because they could have maybe wanted it to stand out from other frog Pokemon, because there were a couple of frogs at this point, so they could have been like, well, we've done kind of traditional frogs, like that, like this is the same body style as like Bulbasaur, for instance, so
Yeah.
let's just put it on 2 legs, give it a fighting type, and like make it more unique.
I think this is really, really strong. I think this is going to be a fun Pokemon to maybe. Yeah, I'm sure people are going to be bringing this back into like new
He's perfect.
Fakemon concept designs.
I want the little
think-
baby frog.
I want him too.
More than this ugly guy with his teeth out. You know?
Yeah, you know what? That's so true. It's like it's like the things that look, the only like thing that carries over is the color and maybe like the eyes. But you're right. I didn't even realize he has like almost like spikes on his head, or like the eyes like protrude a little bit more.
It's very different, actually.
really
It's
is.
more like Toxicroak.
It is.
It has
Oh
the
yeah, you're
Toxicroak
right.
lips and
Yeah,
everything.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, you're right.
So
Yeah. So Lutu included this. So now we have, what is this?
just silhouette.
Beta hand, beta silhouette, beta body.
No, you see him? You see Toxicroak in the back?
Yeah. No, I do see him.
But it's just
pretty
a
much the same.
silhouette. So
Okay, Finneon. This is cool. So we got Finneon. It looks pretty much the same.
Yeah, if
And
you
then
see
we've got-
the beta one there. It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
The little sprite guy.
And then we got Luminion, which again you can barely see behind a new Pokemon that we're going to talk about in a little
Yeah.
bit.
What's
and
funny is it
then-
looks like
oh,
the
there's
beta
nothing else
one.
there.
Like
Yeah.
you see how it's not the final Luminion. It's the beta one there.
Oh yeah, it kind of has like a like a barb on its tail,
No, that's an arrow.
or an arrow. Yeah.
No. Look
Mm.
higher.
Oh, I see.
Luminion's in
Okay,
the back.
sure.
There you go.
Okay, now I got you.
That's an arrow.
I was thinking. Okay, yeah, sure. That
So what it
you're
is,
right,
like,
that literally
that
is
is
an
a-
arrow. Yeah.
that is a perfect example of how we can get misinformation
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the open.
That's cool. Yeah, you're right. It does look like this beta one, which we found in the Terra League, and it does look a lot
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, man, we're just gonna keep moving. I don't know. I don't know what to make.
Keep moving.
I don't know how to make sense of a lot of this. If I got to be completely honest.
Well, some
Um,
of these again are like respect to Lutu for being very thorough about it, but
Yeah.
like something like this, it's like there's just no way you can even like
Yeah,
you
we're
can,
not
you can't
learning
even
more
like
from this information. I
yeah.
think he's
There's nothing
archiving
you
it.
can make. Yeah, there's nothing you can make out from that at all.
Yeah.
So it's not
To me,
even hardly.
the little Finneon is underneath. Like it's a paper on top of it, right? So
Yeah.
the little Finneon's underneath, and that's an arrow pointing to it evolving into
Yeah,
Luminion there. That's what I think. But
yeah, that makes sense.
again, speculation. knows?
Mantike is also here, and I guess I'm seeing there's a version of Mantike here, and then there's another version of Mantike over here, which also
Long
kind of
tail.
he's got the long tail.
Mhm.
It also kind of looks like a balloon.
Well, yeah,
Right?
it was meant to be
a
like
string.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
no, it's
it-
a kite.
like
it's a
kite.
kite.
yes,
yeah.
a kite.
It's a
No,
kite.
you're right, a kite. Yeah. Oh, that's fun though. I like that. That's actually pretty
that's
cool.
what its origins are. So
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
The face on the back looks a little bit different, a little bit less cute, but that's fun, man. I like that. And that again would explain. It's so weird that Mantine is flying type, but I guess it's not that weird. It does make sense.
Kite. He's
Yeah, it's a kite. It's a kite. That's fun, man. That's fun. Very, very small difference. Okay.
This one, bro.
Yeah.
Beta foot. Put it in the
Beta
chat.
foot.
Beta foot.
No, that's a beta tail. That's a beta
I
tail.
don't even know what this is.
Believe it or not, an early design of Electivire managed to sneak into a single frame of the video, albeit almost entirely obscured. Yeah, I'm not seeing much here. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll talk to Lutu about this later.
it's probably him, but
Yeah.
we can't tell. I wonder what he sees. Sometimes I read or listen to the video and I'm like, what are you seeing here? Like,
Yeah.
yes, it probably is, but what part of the body is that?
Yeah.
It's just like it's
Anyway.
just he's archiving slight
Mhm.
differences. All right, we got Frostlass here. Man, it looks identical. What is different
Yeah,
about
it's
this?
basically complete.
Yeah.
No, it's
It
basically
is the
complete.
same.
It really does look identical. That's good though. I'm so glad they didn't scrap this thing.
It's
Okay.
the one that made it out of all of these. You think about it.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, okay, we got some legendary Pokemon here. Dialga. Okay, and we have looked at this before. Dialga.
Not the whole body.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different versions of Dialga here. Its body, yeah, I guess it's just like a lot of different patterns on its body. I think these designs are just like overwhelming. When I look at them, they are overwhelming, and I'm really glad that they were simplified in the final design. As complicated as the final design for Dialga actually is, they do some things where it's like all of the different lines and the lines that are supposed to look like armor. They do a cool trick where they make it part of like its body, like it's like, you know, it's like their patterns on its body. It almost looks like there's like energy flowing through it, and that really helps it be a little bit easier to like see at a glance, because man, there's so many things going on here.
I needed it to have
it had wings. Yeah, dude, it has wings. That's insane. A much longer tail.
Cool.
The wings are actually are really, really special.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't get it in the origin form. Yeah.
No.
That's crazy, dude. The wings are insane. I like the wings a lot. It does. You can kind of see where the wings maybe were like kept on the design, because it's like chest. It's like the crest that's on its chest, the armor. It kind of shoots out, but we don't see full wings. And it used to have a halo.
Hat. Yeah, they're saying top hat Dialga, but I think it is a halo.
Yeah.
Or even a sundial, like Lutu says sundial.
Sure.
I do think it's like time, you know. So
it could be both, because Halo really makes a lot of sense, obviously. But it could be
especially
both.
It could be with Palkia too, because I think Palkia is supposed to be like an angel, so it's like angelic.
Okay.
Right.
Vibes.
Let's see.
Crazy, really.
We got Palkia here as well. Man, the pose on the wings is wild, dude. These look like the wings here angels. Really.
Yeah. The wings here really make a huge difference for me.
Massive.
This looks way like more. It's so rough, so I can't say it's. I don't feel like I can say it's better, but I feel like if you took this design and polished it up and gave us a polished version, that would be way better.
Yeah,
than
I agree.
Yeah, Palkia.
It's perfect. It's amazing. I freaking love it. This is the Palkia I always dreamed of.
Yeah, I wonder.
I do like Palkia, but
yeah, I guess I'm just looking at it. I'm trying to like understand why they would like. I'm trying to like look at the different parts, because it does look super complicated. Something like this does look like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster, you know? Like this does look like Red Eyes or whatever, Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? Like a classic dragon with like additional wings sticking out. And maybe that's what they were channeling, right? We've seen other forms of like beta Pokemon where like the original design is not even, it's like something is drawn in this like horror style. This like horror monster is created, and then they Pokemonify it. And I want, and it's starting like these beta forms, these beta designs, kind of seem to follow a similar, like a similar track.
I feel like Dialga and Palkia though, they're just not really that Pokemonified anyway. I think they just kept this whole thing. They never looked like, to me, when I first saw Gen 4 Palkia and Dialga, I was like, these are the weirdest Pokemon I've ever seen.
Yeah, they definitely are complicated for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like I've been trying to like decipher what it is, because like at first I wanted to say that like the wings like gave it what it's missing, but I don't think Palkia is missing anything per se.
It
but
still has wings.
I think what it is actually missing is not physical. It's like figurative, because I think what this design does is this design gives Palkia the legendary aura that I don't really think it has as much in the final design. Because the final design, you look at it and you're just kind of like, I mean, it looks intense, but I'm not like, oh, this is a god of space. This is a creator deity. Like there's a little bit of that godliness that I'm not quite getting, that I feel like I'm getting with this beta design.
Yeah. You know how there's like a picture, right? Or there's a statue in Sinnoh, like depicting the legendary Pokemon, right? I actually am looking at Palkia and Dialga, the final designs that we have. To me, they actually look immovable. They look like statues. They look very heavy. And
that's what I was gonna say was bad about Palkia, actually.
See, but that sure, but it's like a creative choice, and I think the final designs kind of match that better. Where these look like creatures, and I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like these look like creatures, where Palkia and Dialga look like Greek god, statues. They look like, I don't know. That makes sense.
Which was in this. This was That
Is
was
that
in
in
this
this?
too. They were looking at Greek mythology for the inspiration of like the god like story of this whole thing.
Okay.
Well,
So it's totally
we also saw in Legends Arceus they literally made Greek statues out of the
right.
noble Pokemon.
Yeah. No, you're
So
right. Oh yeah, dude, absolutely.
But seriously though, I never liked Palkia because of that key art back in the day. And then now in modern times, they like make the wings go up and like it looks
Sure.
cooler and more movable. But in that art, my guy's like this. He said his arms are like this
Yeah,
and his
yeah, yeah.
neck is like this. He's just like he can't move. How does Palkia move in that? His arms can't do
Yeah.
anything. And the neck, man, how does he even bend his neck? I don't know. It's
Yeah,
a
you know, he definitely
I
moves
love
his
Palkia.
neck. He definitely moves his
Now
neck.
I love Palkia.
See, but to
But
me, like when I look at this thing, I'm like, yeah, it is a cool design, but I feel like it I don't know. It's not that it's forgettable, but it just like it doesn't it's not that it's forgettable, but it's just like I don't know what it's trying to say. It doesn't. It's just it's a rough concept. So I'm just
To
saying
me-
it's tough for me to be like, yeah, this is definitely better, because
mhm.
I guess yeah, it would be cool if a Pokemon like this does
To-
exist. I'd be like, yeah, that's sick. But
to
I'm
me,
just trying to respect the
the
choices is all. That's all
the
I'm like
whole-
fighting for.
the whole creator vibe is actually communicated way more clearly here because
In the beta
Palkia's
design,
got because Palkia has got the angel wings and Dialga has got
Sure.
the halo.
yeah, that's
so-
true. That's true.
I don't necessarily think the halo looks that good, but the wings look great
Yeah.
on Palkia. So
No, that's fair. That's
It
totally fair.
is, yeah.
It's so weird, man. Just seeing these different iterations. The wings are sick. Like on Dialga, the wings would have been sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe they got rid of the wings because it's like you're not Arceus, you know. Man, we need some new
Mhm.
forms. All right, now we have a beta form of Arceus. This is never before seen, right?
Right.
right.
All new.
So it
I think
originally had
this isn't as good.
four
actually.
eyes. It originally had 4 eyes. Yeah, the
Mhm.
design's a little bit messier. The Arceus plate, the ring, I don't know what you would want to call it. The metal piece, the shackle appeared like on its neck. And eventually in the final design it was moved closer to like its like torso.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it also had just had color. It's got like purple and red in the actual design. It's not too much different, but it is different. There's like subtle changes that do make it like a lot more different. I think its body, the shapes of its body do look kind of weird. Like I can't really make out what they are, you know?
Yeah.
It looks like
I
a
agree.
droid almost.
Yeah. I don't think it's better in any way, but I like to see the progression because you can see like on final Arceus, like the little green spot underneath his eye is
Yeah.
like the second pair of eyes that he used to have. Things like that are really cool.
Definitely.
But yeah, there's different little things. This is like a more advanced one. You see the whatever thing, the gold thing is like on his belly.
Oh,
here.
true. Yeah. There's a version of
Mhm.
this where they did move the gold ring back. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really change too much. All right, here we go. Now, maybe we should hit some of the super chats and then we'll move on to the new designs.
That sounds good.
All right, let's hit some super chats. Let's go over to the viewer activity window on YouTube Studio. How's everyone doing? Yeah, this is crazy. These new designs are gonna kind of freak me out a little bit. I'm seeing Lapras pre-evolution, and I'm like,
yeah, there's gonna be some discussion here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me reset this stream right here. Let's see.
Reset the stream.
Not reset the stream. I'm just restarting my window. I hope I didn't just go offline. We'll see.
We're just talking about Palkia moving like Batman.
Yeah,
in the
for
chat.
real. All right, let's hit up some of these super chats. Kai Dragonborn says, 21 months hype. How are you guys doing today? HPP family, I'm on the way home from work, and I'm going to spend my afternoon watching you guys. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Is 21 months hype till Winds and Ways? Is that what I'm understanding?
No,
maybe?
21 months hype.
Oh,
that-
for
that-
21
that they've
for
been
the
a member.
Yeah.
I hope it's
Wow.
not 21 months till we
I
do
know.
it.
I was about to be
We're
like,
gonna be
dead by
waiting until
then.
what are we
2028.
What are you saying to me?
Thank you, Kai. D. Sampy
Thank you,
says,
Kai.
love these beta mons. Looking forward to seeing the artists like Suba do more clean remasters, re-renders. And yeah, he already has. I've been seeing a bunch of stuff online. Now that we're actually going through this list, I'll be able to like save some stuff. But yeah, thank you, Sampy, for the 23 months. Poke Spec Podcast. He says, the Polito Dojo here. I am watching from both my main account and here on my podcast account. Love the content from you guys.
Nice.
Keep it up. The Poke Spec Podcast. It sounds like you guys are doing some more pods. I saw a community post on YouTube yesterday. So shout out to you. Thank you for the support and good luck on those future episodes. Shirley Tanuki, thank you for the 6 months. They say, when's the Volcanion leak? Wait, is Volcanion in this? Is Volcanion in this? Do not tell me. Do not tell me. That's a spoiler. Shirley, thank you. And then the Polito Dojo back again. I want a thinner Wailord form that is based on a fin whale in Gen 10. Also more new Reggies, just because they always have cool lore. Go check out Hoops and Hip Hop's latest video. I think it's his latest video. Where he actually made a Reggie for every single type. There's lore. It's a great video. I was watching that the other day on my way to get. I got some ice cream from a local place. Love me some ice cream. I feel like I'm always eating ice cream when it's raining out because I'm home and we're sitting on the couch watching something. It's a little overcast, and I'm like, you know what? There's not going to be any lines at the local spot, at the local scoop, and I end up getting ice cream when it's raining always. Do you guys ever do that?
Real quick, what's everyone's favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh.
That's impossible to answer.
Our local place, they do a blueberry pie. And I'll do...
Ooh, that's good.
So I'll do that. I'll do
mine...
But wait. But the order is I put a little bit of chocolate fudge on it.
Oh.
So...
That's good.
That's been my order all year.
Mine is probably Moose Tracks.
Yeah, that's good.
But... I also have I've been going to the local ice cream places, and I've been getting I don't even know what the official name is, but it's basically like praline pecan flavored ice cream, and that hits.
That's cool, dude. Pecan,
like
pecan is
pecan flavor.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have I don't eat that enough. That does sound good. Pecans. I think of my like a pecan pie. I feel like my grandmother, my mère loved that. That sounds good.
When I get ice cream, I usually try as many different flavors as I possibly can. I don't really have a favorite.
Can I have one scoop of everything, please?
No, I don't mean all at once. I mean, like, I'll go and I'll be like, I got that last time. Let me get something else. Just to try something else.
I get you.
Unless it's like not good ice cream. Like, so if I go to just like a regular or whatever shop and I'm like, this is whatever, I'll probably just get cookies and cream. So maybe that's my go-to in American ice cream. Shops.
I tend to so I'm kind of like that as well. I'm like, I tend to be like, if there's different options, I want to try it all. I'm like, ice cream is gonna be good. There is better ice cream than, there's good and there's bad ice cream, but like, it's ice cream. It's gonna be good. Mm-hmm. Let me try different flavors. I'm pretty adventurous in that way. Also, I'm like that with pizza as well.
Yeah. No, pizza, no. I'm not like that with pizza.
But, okay.
But usually I eat ice cream in the summertime, not when it's a rainy day on my couch. Sure. Just saying.
Like, go and get it. It's still fun. And there's no line. That's the thing.
How do you get it from the... How do you get it and keep it... Is it in a carton? Is that what I'm imagining?
No, they give the scoop house? And then they put a lid on it.
Interesting.
It's like a 10-minute drive.
I'm just thinking like
it's right down the street.
Yeah.
It's right down the street. It stays cold. It stays cold. It definitely stays cold. Actually, it stays cold, but it like melts a little bit, just enough where I can like very easily scoop it. I'm not saying it's melted. I'm just saying like it's not, like when you actually take ice cream out of the freezer and it's like you can't even get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are perks. There definitely are perks. Let's hit some more of these super chats. Thank you, Polito Dojo. Gym Leader JC, thank you for the 6 months. Woke up just in time to catch this live. Looking forward to you guys. You lads going over it all. Hope you're still with us. Shout out to you.
We're getting to the good stuff now.
Yeah. Hydrapple Hal, thank you for the 11 months. Hope you're having a great day. Oh my God, the little crown on Piplup crying emoji. It really is cute. That Piplup design is nice. And it's like, that's one of those things where I'm like, could that be turned into like Brout's middle stage or something? Like the little crown on top. I don't know.
If they made the little crown like feathers that are shaped into a crown,
that's cute.
Cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a literal crown.
I like that.
Plumage.
Yeah. North Ender. Look at everyone's showing up. I love this. North Ender, thank you for the 21 months. the box legendary tier. Thank you, Northender, for the support.
Thank you.
He goes, Liam, I'll trade you one of the ones you've been messaging about for the Lurantis. Oh, dude.
Talking
All
about
right.
cards, yeah.
You know what? I don't know, man. I don't know if you have some pretty cool cards. Northender he's been showing me his collection. He does have some cool things, but these have been on my desk all month. I don't know if I could part with the Lurantis, if I got to be quite honest. I got some other cards though. I'd be happy to trade. Maybe we should jump on a call and I'll show you all my stuff because I have a lot of cards from the last like 10 years that I've got a lot of cards I would be willing to part with. I want to go to a card shop or a card show and maybe do some trades, get some more stuff for the flower binder. Nerdy Seb, thank you, man, for the super chat. Dusty Hoops Soul, I hope all is good. Loving the beta Pokemon. I'm a big Generation 4 fan and grew up with them, so seeing this made me hyped. I wish they were real. And they are real. And they could,
real.
And some of these, as we're going to get into, some of these could become real, which is also really, really fun.
Some of them did. Some of them did become.
Some of them did become real. Yeah,
for sure.
Crazy.
Let's see. Jarkaplier, thank you for the 33 months. You guys are insane. Thank you so much. 33 months is crazy. I'm a Prinplup ride or die until there's a new Empoleon form, and that beta design is closer to everything I've ever wanted. Ice and steel themes. Man, that is pretty cool. The ice is nice. Ice is nice.
Ice is nice.
Ice is nice. Thank you guys. Let's keep it going now. We've got some brand new Pokemon that have essentially been scrapped, to be quite honest. All right, new designs. Previously never before seen designs from Generation 4 that don't appear to have been explicitly redesigned into Pokemon. Here we go. Lapras. Oh yeah, there's no Pokemon next to it. All right, so there's a little screenshot. This is what Hoops was talking about. It's a Lapras pre-evolution maybe. But I'm not even going to argue because you can also see right here there is like it has the same body shape as a Lapras. I don't know if it would be a baby necessarily. Maybe it's I don't know. What do you guys think?
I've been wanting to tweet this out as well. But I'm glad that there's other people that agree with me that it might not be that. So go for it. Hoops, I just wanted to say
so we're going to be getting into one of my main things about this whole batch of news. And that is that with these new Pokemon, there are a lot of ones here that are saying, oh, this is a pre-evolution to Lapras, or, oh, this is an evolution to this other Pokemon. And I'm not saying that they aren't that. I'm just saying that if we're going to make that claim, there better be some of the like Japanese that confirms that or something, because in my opinion, if we're just strictly going off of this image in terms of saying that this is a Lapras pre-evolution, that is not enough to say that that is a Lapras pre-evolution, because all you can see is a torso. And yes, it does look like Lapras, but that's just a torso. That could be any number of other things if that's all we're going off of.
You can see a torso, but you can also kind of see its mouth right here. I think
in that design,
your point stands, but this one actually does feel like Lapras. I feel like I tend to believe this one.
It probably is in all likelihood. I'm just saying, like, if there's no Japanese that corroborates that, and this is all we're going off of, to me, it's a bit of a reach to just jump to the conclusion that this is a Lapras pre-evolution.
I actually think that it looks more like the second one, the sketch looks more like another boat Pokemon. I really think that
I know what you're talking about.
I'm posting this tomorrow, so I'm hoping people don't run with the idea. But I really think that it's
make the post on Twitter.
It's a literal. I think they tried to make a boat plesiosaur plenty of times. You know, like even Lapras itself is like a boat plesiosaur. So I just think this is another attempt at that. I don't know if this is actually a pre-evolution or even evolution of Lapras. Maybe it's an evolution. But
like, was it another take at this Pokemon right here from it's a Gen 2 beta sprite? Potentially.
This will be a tease for tomorrow. We're gonna have Lutu on, the guy that did it all, and this will be a question that I'll ask him. I'll say, is there something in the documentary that's mentioned about this? And that goes for like several Pokemon, because there is a lot of context we're missing, but from the surface, I'm like, I don't want to jump the gun and be like, oh, this is a Lapras pre-evolution.
Right.
No, absolutely.
We will be asking those questions, so be sure to be sure to stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Even
And,
what little we see of it, I love it. Like,
it
I
is
want it
cool.
to exist.
Yeah. No, this is my genre of Pokemon. You got a weird monster, dino, kaiju. It's got the teeth. This is cool, bro. A beta. I'm sorry, like a baby form of a Lapras would have been so appreciated. That would have been nice. I really think baby Pokemon do have a place. It doesn't need to be all about competitive viability. It's about world building. Let's keep it moving though. We have a new a scrapped Delibird evolution, and guess what it looks like? What's his name? Chris Kringle. This is Santa.
Chris
this is
Kringle,
Saint
what's his
Nicholas.
name,
This
he
is
says?
Santa Claus. This is Santa
Lumi would have
Claus.
killed you for this.
This is Santa
It's
Claus.
ringing Santa.
This is Santa
Chris
Claus.
Kringle.
What? This is insane. I gotta be honest. I'm glad this doesn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know why people
Oh,
like
I think
this.
this is stupid.
This
This
is
is
No, I don't
stupid.
know why people like this.
This is
It's
wonderful.
not that great.
This is wonderful. This is
No.
wonderful.
No.
It's
This is
not.
like charm. This is like charm incarnate. I can imagine, like, if this actually existed, it probably would have been a little more refined than this. So,
Sure.
like, I can totally see a world where Delibird evolves into this, and it becomes like a Bulkmon, where he becomes jolly old Saint Nicholas, and
Sure.
he's just this round guy with this big old beard. Like, I love this.
You're
I
right.
think
And
it's
all
so
the
neat.
Generation 4 Pokemon, like literally their one unifying quality is that they're all rotund. They all get giant. They all just get a big belly.
Yeah,
So that does
yeah.
make sense. I get it.
And
I just
my-
don't
my
think this
weakness
doesn't
is
need to
showing.
exist. Let Delibird be like a little weirdo, a slight reference to Santa Claus with the coloration, but it doesn't need to literally. I don't know. I don't know. This is if
I think
this
it's
did
fun.
become real, I would hope that they would develop the design even further. Because what is that? What is that? It's still its tail, the giant sack. Is that still its tail?
I think so.
Is it going to learn an even more powerful move other than present? It does need a buff. Delibird does need to be, it does need a power up. But I don't know. This is
Here's the deal,
I could-
though.
I could leave or take this, whatever.
So Delibird is a Pokemon that like I was surprised to see this, because it's one of those that it's like it feels like you can't really do anything with it almost.
Yeah.
But I also think that this would have been so great, because Delibird is so gimmicky that this would have gave it a chance to sort of get out of that kind of gimmicky state, and maybe, like I said, be a bulk Pokemon, be a wall, like be something other than just like, oh, I use the move present and that's all I do, and that sucks. So it's like, you can't use me.
Yeah.
So I think this could have given it a little bit more. It would have given it life. And it's just the design. That design just is so charming to me that I would have loved it.
Yeah,
I
I guess
would- I
it's,
would
I
have
guess
thought
it's
that
kind
would
of
be
cute.
great.
I guess it's kind
I
of
think
cute.
It is kind of on the nose. So I would I like Delibird because it's like it's Santa, but it's also not like in your face about it. So
Yeah.
this one
Mhm.
is a little more in your face about it, but I don't know. Maybe it's because it's round and I like Christmas or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think
This
it's
is
fun.
this is another tweet I got written up, which we're going to start getting into all of them. But it's to me, I think the tail's kind of like a bomb, and I think that they pulled
Sure.
from this to make Iron Bundle.
Yeah, I
Like
think
Iron
so.
Bundle's
You can
whole
see
thing where it like has the tail bomb thing going on. I think
Yeah, I think you're right.
it's weird, but
Oh.
they had to look at these when they were thinking of making Iron Bundle. I would imagine, it's like
You know, now I'm kind of sad. And we just got Sky Jordan King just sent
Yo,
5 memberships, gifted memberships.
Nice.
shout out,
Shout
dude.
out to you.
Thank you so much, Sky
Thank
Sky
you.
Jordan King. Thank you so much.
Yes, that is amazing. Thank you so much.
We've been pumping out we got such a cool new episode planned. It's coming out on Monday, and just for members, for anyone in the Hall of Fame, anyone who's become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to those bonus episodes. It's a big episode. It's
it's
pretty
a
cool.
chunky boy.
It's a chunky boy. It's a what would you call this thing? We got Delibird. It's
call
Delivery
it a-
Bird.
Yeah, Delibird.
What would this?
size.
What is
would-
this evolving into? Is it a dragon type?
no.
Santa bomb.
Yes, Santa
I don't know what you'd call it, but what I was just gonna say is I'm kind of sad now because Iron Bundle, its whole thing is it becomes a toy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I
Oh,
like
that's
that, but it would have
cute.
been
Yeah.
so much better if they
Ah.
used that concept to give us a Delibird pre-evolution
Yeah.
and then make this an evolution. And then we have a whole 3-stage line where it goes from toy to kind of Santa
To elf
the
to
full,
Santa.
to
Yeah.
Kris Kringle
Yeah.
to full-on Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the dream.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
need that in my life.
Lumi, so somewhere out there, Lumi is
Lumi's
one
dead. Lumi
standing
died
ovation.
today. Lumi died. He said, "Yeah, I
Yes.
could have had a Swellow evolution, and I could have had a Santa Claus. We should.
Yes.
I don't have my Santa Claus hat in reach. Damn. Lumi's gonna die when he sees this. He's probably already seen it.
Yes.
Rest in peace. Let's have a moment of silence for Lumi.
Uh,
This is crazy. This is so crazy. All right, we also have a. Come on, Lutu. What is this?
says
Stantler
it.
pre-evolution, and there's no design here. It's just text.
yeah. At least it's text, though. I will say, like,
Yeah.
if there's
Not a
text that
foot.
says Stantler pre-evolution, like, that's legit.
Sure.
Like,
It's not a
that's
foot.
cool.
While
But-
barely cut off from the video, a planned pre-evolution of Stantler was in the works, but ultimately scrapped. Makes sense. Okay, cool. That's fun.
Speaking of Santa Poke,
Yeah, no, absolutely. It all. You're right, man. It all lines up. It really
Yeah.
does all line up. And also,
this could have been Rudolph.
I was
The-
just gonna
oh
say
my
that.
gosh.
It could have been Rudolph. Could have been like a little Stantler with a red
That's
nose. I
so
totally
funny.
see
Yeah.
it.
you're right. It's true. And like Sinnoh was kind of the first Pokemon region where we had like a true winter location.
True.
So that totally makes sense. They must have been thinking like, okay, well, what
Yeah.
kind of Pokemon are going to be here? That does make a lot of sense. All right, now we have a possible Swellow evolution. This design is
Okay.
crazy. What do we think about this?
This is so I have thoughts on this. First off, it's good that he said possible because I don't think a lot of people out there are saying possible Swellow evolution. They're just saying, "Oh, this is a Swellow evolution."
I mean,
And again, I could be wrong. There could
Yeah.
be some Japanese in the documentary that outright confirms this as a Swellow evolution. But to me personally, while the colors are similar and the tail is also similar, so it could very well be a Swellow evolution. There's such a limited view of it right here that I'm not personally prepared without further evidence to say that this is a Swellow evolution because
Yeah.
there's just enough there's enough unknown here that I'm like I feel like that is a bit of a leap to
Yeah.
just start shouting that from the roof.
I don't think it's you keep saying reach. I don't think it's a reach. This looks like
No,
Swellow.
This one I definitely have to push back on. I think there's just too much that looks like Swellow.
It's got
It
the
does.
split
It-
tail. It's got the red and
Mhm.
the black coloration on the face. I don't know. It's
It
become a
looks like
Valkyrie.
it does.
It's become like a
It does.
warrior. I think Swellow was gonna have an evolution, and then they said, you know what? Let's make this a new Pokemon. Let's make this Staraptor. I think Swellow was gonna get a fighting type, as we can see in this design. This looks like it becomes like a falcon or whatever. Guess what? That's Staraptor. I think this was gonna happen, and then they said, you know what? We don't need this. Let's make a brand new regional bird. That's what I'm saying. That's my
What's crazy?
put it
is
in the
looks
jar.
So much. It looks so much like Swellow to me that this looks like more like a mega of Swellow to me than
I can see that.
than an evolution. I'm like, it doesn't even look like an evolution. It's so much like Swellow that I'm like, weird. But I guess it's a bird. So
Yeah. You know what? It also actually.
too far.
I mean, I'm looking at this is shout out Mad Zygarde Core Subarashi. His recreation of this beta Pokemon, it looks a little bit more like a steel type. You see that? It looks like it's
Yeah, a little bit.
It looks like
Yeah.
It looks like a Swellow in armor, which also makes sense with the is Valkyrie the correct thing that I'm referencing here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. The gold like crest on its head makes
yeah.
me feel like that could have been a possibility.
That's a lot of
Could have
fun,
been like
man.
gone a gold direction before Mega Skarmory ever was born.
Yeah, that's a lot of
You know?
that's a lot of fun. Oh, and we have some Tailow's early sprite matching the leftmost post on the sheet with a back sprite comparison for both it and Swellow appearing smaller and more pre-evolved than the final. Let's see. Although largely obscured, I'm just wondering if there's some more. Oh yeah, look at Lutu even says it. Said builds contain early back sprites, much like these. Oh no, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to read this quickly, but it's not making any sense. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to talk about Lutu. We'll have to talk to Lutu about that. I think this is a really cool discovery. And again, Generation 4
It's a really
is
cool
largely like identified, right, by all of the cross-gen evolutions that it introduced. And so it is cool to think about all the Pokemon that could have gotten cross-gen evolutions. That, and maybe this is one of them. All of these, even the baby forms, right? Gen 4 also introduced a lot of baby Pokemon. We didn't get those. There's a lot that we didn't get. Yeah, that's cool. Possible Swellow evolution. Now there's a possible Mawile. He says a possible Mawile relative. I guess that means either baby or evolution. I can see it. I do kind of see it. Wow. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. So yeah, this Pokemon is like pink, it's yellow, and one of the ones that I'm looking at right here, it kind of looks like instead of Mawile having a giant like sentient like jaw sticking off its head like a carnivorous plant, instead what I'm seeing right here is basically like a helmet, like a flat metal helmet that has eyes on it, and it almost looks like it has like a puppy dog tongue from like, it's almost as if like if this is a baby Mawile, instead of the giant jaw, it's like a hat that has googly eyes on it, is kind of what I'm seeing. Do you guys kind of see that? And it's like dragging its like arms as if it's like a little kid wearing like a big t-shirt.
Yeah.
You guys can kind of see that? That's cool.
It
Kinda
looks
like
very
this.
much like a Mawile pre-evolution more than an evolution.
Yeah. I like
But
this. I actually
this
like
one,
this.
this is a good one for what Hoops was saying. Like we can't really make it out, but it does look like very Mawile.
It's tricky
colored.
because I mean this one's blurry too, so we really don't get a good look. But like, yeah, the traits all look like pre-evolution, but to me it almost looks like it's like taller than Mawile. And maybe it's just the image or something, but it almost looks like it's taller
Yeah.
than Mawile.
Mawile is
So,
already,
but it probably, if I had to guess, it's probably a pre-evolution because it doesn't have the mouth. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
And then it's got those long t-shirt sleeve arms that those scream baby to me. So.
And also the fact that they made it even more pink, 2 generations later, the fairy type would be introduced and it would get the fairy type. Like Mawile wasn't originally a fairy type. In Generation 4, at this point, it would have only been steel type. It's kind of cool to see, potentially an early version of Mawile or a relative, right? Be this like it's pink. It's pink. It's fairy type, right? That's kind of a cool connection. That's kind of a cool connection to see.
Diamond and Pearl honestly would have been so goated if it had just like leaned into if it leaned into the fact that it would be cross evolution generation, and it gave us even more of this kind of stuff to the point where it's like I'm on Route 203, like start of the game, and I can just catch a Mawile pre-evolution.
Yeah,
like they did do that because there's like Badoo there, there's Munchlax,
Yeah,
but like if they really went
catching
all in,
and that's so rare. But
yeah, it's rare. But like it would have been cool if there was just like even more. And so it's like I can catch a Mawile pre-evolution. I can maybe catch a Lapras pre-evolution. Like that would have given the game like a whole new level.
Absolutely.
Like in Generation 2, when baby Pokemon were introduced, you had to breed to get them. That's like the whole thing, but like that defeats the purpose. That would be like a lot of fun. It's like it functions like a regional form because you see something that's familiar, right? But you get to get it earlier in the game, and then eventually evolves into something that you do know, and that maybe now you appreciate because you were able to use it. Because Mawile is a kind of a weird Pokemon. I like it, but it's not particularly powerful. It's kind of out of the way and rare. I think maybe a lot.
And it's just like it's out of the way and rare. And I've been like preaching this for a while, but it's like they need to use baby Pokemon as a way to get other Pokemon earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Like that is the value. And like half of the time they don't even do that.
Yeah.
Like they've either got them inaccessible because it's like you have to breed to get them, or they're super rare like Munchlax. And it's like, what are we doing? Like babies would be awesome if you made it so I could catch them within the first like few hours of the game. So now I don't have to wait till the third or fourth gym to get a Mawile. I can get it at the first or second gym and raise it up and have it as a more core member of my team.
Hmm.
That's my soapbox. That's my rant.
I completely
It's
agree.
good. It's a
I
good one.
completely agree. I completely agree. I really like this design. I think this is actually really special. It's obviously not finished, but it's cute. I guess I wanted to say also, it also kind of reminds me of like Marini, not in
A little.
just just in this shape, the fact that it's like this little, like, yeah, it's like a dress. It's just like it's like a flower or whatever, and then it has I don't know, a thing on its head. All right, let's keep moving. Oh, dude, I saw this online. Oh, wait, what? These are supposed to be babies?
I mean,
Okay,
what else
this
could
is
they
maybe
be
an
is the
assumption.
thing.
I was thinking
It
they
is,
were.
but it's like,
What
else could they be? They're not evolutions. I don't know.
No, I was just
Maybe
thinking it was like you have Plusle, who is a minus. You have Mina, or what am I saying? Plusle's a plus. Minon's a Minon. is this Harden and what is the other one? What
It's
is
tricky.
Is it
It's
a
tricky
bubble? What
because like
yeah.
I don't know because like
heart.
It looks like a heart for sure.
Oh, it's a heart and I think it sounded like a heart and a star. No, but it's not a
Maybe,
star.
yeah.
Hold on. I saw this somewhere else. Maybe it was.
I
It
see
was
heart
Asuba.
and someone said petals. I can see petals, but it's just a circle, really. Like so.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't fit
right
thematically
here.
with what they are.
So, sorry.
Okay, so that's where the stars are.
I saw this, and I shout out to Haru Volpix. I saw this fan art, and I thought it was kind of cute. They made the circles have like a little star imprint, which maybe is a little bit too complicated for what they were trying to do in back then. But I think you're right. I think maybe just a heart in a circle, and then I guess a baby makes sense. The babies make sense, but because they're different colors and a heart doesn't turn into a heart doesn't track to a minus, and a circle doesn't track to a
plus.
It just doesn't track. So
that honestly could be the reason, because like I don't think there's really any explaining away that these are connected to Plusle and Minun, but I think all the points you just brought up are could be the reason why they scrapped it, because it's like this doesn't make sense, and it's like, why are we making a pre-evolution of Plusle and Minun? Like they're already very like gimmicky and like not in need of a pre-evolution.
You know what's crazy is you probably already thought this, but it makes a lot of sense that these weren't even Plusle and Minun, and they were just Pika clones. Because what were Pika clones before this? They were always very close to Pikachu. They could have just been the Pikachu clones, and then they were like, you know what? Let's do something different. Let's make Pachirisu for this generation. That's completely different.
Hilarious that they were like, oh, this is great. Generation 4. Let's make two more Pikachu clones of a Pikachu clone that also already was overkill with the amount of forms that it has, and is super weak and does nothing.
Which is why this was scrapped for sure. Why these were scrapped.
Yeah. It's like, what's the point? This is so confusing. Imagine they were. I bet there's a line somewhere where they were like, what if it's one of Game Freak staff members like, what if a kid captures this heart-shaped Pokemon thinking that it evolves into Pikachu, and then they don't get Pikachu, and they go, oh yeah, that's a good point. This is a stupid design. Throw it away. All right, let's keep going. Kecleon marking Pokemon. Weird. Okay, this is a beta Pokemon.
This is an evolution.
You think it's an evolution?
This is like, or a form or something.
What am I
it is
seeing
almost
here?
Definitely one.
Is its
from
face?
Behind.
Oh, it's from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's from behind. That's
just look at that, and you tell me that's not Kecleon in some way.
No, 100%. I'm just trying to understand it. What is this then? What is like the tentacle that is coming off of? Is its head up here? Is its head up top?
You know what, though? Now that I say that, and I'm looking at it from very far away, so I'm seeing a different perspective.
Yeah.
It could be the front, and that could be like two eyes and a mouth.
That is what I...
body.
Yeah, but that doesn't... That is so weird. I'm going to read what Lutu says. Lutu says, let's see. Long hair drapes from the back of its head, though the front view is almost entirely obscured. That could make a lot of sense if it... if its head was facing in one direction, it has like this appendage or whatever. Like they move its tail. The curled tail unravels and they move it to the head, and now it's just like a bigger Kecleon. Are we gonna be seeing something like this in Generation 10? This is weird. I kind of wish we got to see more of this. I really do.
For real, now
okay.
that I'm looking at it from far away, it really looks like it could be like a whole different Pokemon.
Yeah. Like, and what is
I'd
this
have to
right here? Like, is this from
draw
is
it.
this like another angle? You know,
Yeah, I don't know.
it does.
Yeah.
You're 100% right. It has the same color palette as Kecleon. It's got the dots. It's got the zigzag pattern. It's got the green. It is a Kecleon. It's related to Kecleon 100%.
But also you could I do think the pattern and the color stuff is pretty convincing. But
True.
like the way if you shift your perspective just a little bit, I can totally see this being like some kind of like grass type or
Grass
something
monster.
like that, because it's got it the
Yeah.
pattern makes a face, and then the long hair is like a vine or something. I could totally see
On
this
its
just
head.
being a grass monster.
Yeah, I can see it.
So
I couldn't see it before, but now I can.
it's tricky because it's like it probably is Kecleon, because like that's such a unique pattern, but
yeah.
it's so hard to make out what it is like at all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We also have a Stunky relative. Oh,
this is so good.
Oh, this is so good.
So good.
Is this a baby?
This would have been.
Is this the baby?
This would have.
That's what he says, but
it could just
I
be
don't
an
know if
early
it's a
Stunky.
Right. Yeah.
Looks like a baby skunk.
And I would. This is so much better than Stunky. Like this would have been like A tier. This would have been an A tier Pokemon for me. It would have been so good.
It's much better than Skunky or Stunky, whatever the heck that thing is.
Yeah, they were like, Stunky needs to be ugly. It must be
that's
ugly.
So good.
What is this,
that
dude? There are so many Pokemon.
So good.
Holy cow, dude.
Dude, that's
Chien-Pao? What is this?
Yeah, bro.
Chien-Pao.
You're kidding me. Is that Chien-Pao or is that
this is Beta Foot again. Hold on, this is Beta Foot.
Beta Foot.
Wait, here?
Yeah. No,
what?
Top. He thinks it's part of a land shark. I can't see it. I cannot see it.
Hold on. Which one is he looking at?
The purple thing in the top left.
Let me see.
It's Beta Foot again.
Yeah,
is that Beta Foot?
I cannot figure out what he's seeing.
A largely cropped creature found above the Marimo Pokemon at the very top of the floor, while largely a shot in the. Okay, you know what? We'll return to this in part 2 of this. We're gonna be talking to the creator, or Lutu, the person who compiled all this, and I need to get his take on this. I'm confused. I don't see it. This is insane. Are we getting to this? I want to talk about.
Yeah, we will get to that, and you'll like it even more. But back on the skunk, it's cute.
It's so good.
It is pretty.
It
cute.
is so good.
I think it could have just been Beta Stunky, but
yeah, I can see it.
I'm inclined to believe that, because like Stunky just does not strike me as a 3-stage line, especially for a pre-evolution. So either way, this was a tragic loss. Tragic loss.
Yeah, it looks like he has pink eye though in both eyes.
I mean,
it's on purpose.
If that is what you, no way, dude.
It is because it's supposed to be like nasty. It's such a nasty Pokemon that I don't know.
Or how about it's a little baby that has pink skin that is a newborn and doesn't open its eyes yet? Man, dude.
Yeah, maybe, but
bro,
this is supposed to be nasty.
Why does everything got to be a butt joke, guys? Oh my
because
God.
he is a butt joke.
His face is a butt.
Yeah, true.
Look at his face.
You're right. His
like
face is a butt. Yeah. Oh my God, you're right. Good point.
This Pokemon.
Touché.
This Pokemon family literally farts canonically in the game.
I know. When I hear its cry, I just cringe. And not because it's like.
That's what it sounds like.
Not because it's cringy, but because it makes me literally cringe. I'm just like, I hate this.
Yeah.
No, I this is so cute. A baby, and what do babies do? Let's move on.
Let's
perfect.
Let's move on.
Every baby Pokemon actually has like is built to incorporate. It's designed to incorporate like things that babies do or like wear or whatever. And so a baby Stunky, that's got some. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see. I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
The birds.
Possible precursors or counterparts to other Pokemon. Okay, so a woodpecker Pokemon that stood on its tail almost as if. Hold on. I'm trying to get the right. Okay. Almost as if it was constantly adjacent to a tree, almost assuredly the regional bird Pokemon prior to Starly, but it's even more likely that the design just became Starly altogether, given its earliest known menu icon. had a significantly longer beak with a white tip. And okay, that's kind of cool. I see that. And then this is a brand new Pokemon, because I think what they're trying to say is that this is similar to what we got in Generation 7, Picky Peck. But this is a completely different Pokemon. This is not Picky Peck. Just because it's a woodpecker.
But it's kind of a woodpecker.
It's what Picky Peck came from.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that this is this design we've never seen before anywhere else. This is a new Pokemon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's very
I
different
like when
from
they
Picky
were
Peck.
when they were the cool thing about it is that this is Picky Peck's ancestor.
Yeah.
Basically. Because like when they were making Gen 7, they were like, let's look in our archives. They found this guy. They're like, oh, woodpecker Pokemon. Because they're not like, when they make Pokemon like this, where it's like the same type of Pokemon, it's a regional bird and it's a woodpecker. They're not doing that in Gen 7 they're not doing that, and they're not like oblivious to the fact that, oh, we tried this in Gen 4. Like they're very aware of the fact that they did this before. And so that's what like connects the dots to basically mean that this guy is like, again, like the ancestor. Different Pokemon, as you said, but like it's like the ancestor. It was the inspiration.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's weird that it would use its tail. I guess that makes sense. It's like just chilling on its tail. Is this a precursor to King Gambit, where it's always sitting because it has the same color palette?
That is actually, I didn't look at it that way, where it was like really sitting on the tail. But that is a perfect way to make a woodpecker Pokemon, because they're always on the sides of trees. So this is like this is a perfect way to allow it to have that silhouette without it always being connected to a tree. I actually
like this?
like that
Nice.
like better than Picky Peck. I don't know if I like.
No, Picky Peck is good. We can like him the same. We can like him the same.
Picky Peck is better and more polished, obviously, but like that concept of it standing on its tail is like, that's peak.
Wait a second.
I like that.
It's more interesting.
What about Toucan?
For sure.
Doesn't Toucan do the same thing?
Yeah, you're right. It does. Good
Does
connection. Yes, it does. This is a good connection, because this is like definitely this like solidifies that they looked back at this Pokemon to make these guys.
Okay.
Toucan, when it look at the concept art, when it shoots something from its beak, its whole tail is to like stand on.
Yeah,
it does.
That's why its tail is like that.
Okay. That's
there
cool.
It is. Okay, okay, so I stand corrected. I mean, no, it's still a brand new. It's still a different design, but but it is the ancestor, as you guys were saying.
This is like when you when people say, "Oh, you have your grandpa's nose." That's what this is.
Dude, people say that a lot to me. They say that a lot. Yeah.
Specifically that.
Specifically that. All right, we got Maicho here. This is a I guess it looks like whatever the crane Pokemon is that we got in Bombardier. There it is. It's he says a crane Pokemon evolving possibly evolving from the woodpecker Pokemon. Likely a 2-stage evolution, much like Noctowl and Swellow. Scarlet and Violet's Bombardier would be the first time this series would see a stork or a crane Pokemon. And
this is a different crane for sure. It's actually like a traditional Asian crane. Like those are everywhere, and like
it's like wearing like
Chinese
a dress
art and stuff like that. So yeah, it's interesting that we still haven't gotten one of these in Pokemon. Actually,
it's a pretty boring and forgettable design.
No, it's kind of cool. It's got like the interesting. I mean,
there's nothing interesting about this.
I'm not
the idea of this.
Fan.
The idea of this, I'll give you, is unique, but this is as boring, if not more, than Bombardier.
No.
It's literally just a white bird. It's a white bird. I'm like, change it up.
To me,
change it up. Do something interesting. This is not it.
This looks like it would almost have been like a samurai or something, because it's got like its wing cape.
Yeah, but it doesn't have
that kind of thing going on.
I'm saying the idea of it is cool, but this design itself, there's nothing interesting here. We just talked about this, like the woodpecker Pokemon, which is like super creative. This is just a crane. It's a white crane. That's all it is. Boring. I'm not losing sleep over this.
It's a little boring, but I think it has its place. I think it could have worked.
It's hard to say.
They have to change it up a little bit.
It's hard to say beta Pokemon are boring because it's like we don't know how finished this is.
Yeah.
Like if they
Mhm.
made this, it could have been like they could have like totally went crazy with it.
Yeah, they'd have to do.
Probably why it
Oh,
was cut.
wait, hold on. And now it says Crane Pokemon Evolution, and this is another foot. We got another Footmon, but it has like this like red belly underneath it, perhaps.
That's funny.
Or is if it? I don't even know if that's what it's talking about. Or I guess there's another Pokemon down here. I'm sorry, guys. The images are small, and also some of these. Yeah, it's a little bit tough to zoom and enhance, but we can see another face. It's like a blue face with an eye, and then a multi-layered, I guess like beak, which again,
I don't know. Yeah,
you see that like it's like there's multi.
I don't know if he meant
beak.
that one at all.
Yeah, he's talking about the feet. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, but they're
because
both.
it's evolving from the bird.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but they're both.
That-
It looks like they're. It looks like they're both on the same sheet, and it could, if it's concept art, it could be different poses for the same Pokemon. Is what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
And also
Maybe.
the separate like the multi-section beak also reminds me of Toucannon, so there
Yeah.
could be a connection here.
We'll have to ask him about this because he mentions that it is the evolution, but to me that just doesn't look anything like it. It could be like a Pokemon thing, like a Game Freak thing, where it just
Sure.
evolves completely
Maybe it's a
different.
split evolution,
But-
yeah.
To me,
Well,
it looks like a frigate bird, and it also kind of looks like Staraptor.
Hey, no
To
swearing.
me, it's like, is this a like a Beta Staraptor or something like that?
Maybe, yeah. It's got like this big red chest.
Mhm.
That's what I'm
And gray.
imagining. Yeah. I could see it.
Completely different. It doesn't have long stork legs. Like you're telling me, it goes from woodpecker to stork to not stork again.
I mean, we got
know, it's
Remoraid,
like-
we got Remoraid and Octillery. I think it's possible. I think it's possible because like they could, yeah, or maybe it's a split. It could be a split evolution, but I think it is possible. I don't know,
Mhm.
but this you're right. You are right. The stork looks like a final Pokemon, or maybe it's like
I
this
agree
little
with-
guy, and then it gets tall and lengthy, and then its final form it like fills out. That could be the situation.
I agree with Sky Jordan King. We need a foot type.
We do.
I'm just gonna say it.
Damn.
I'm just gonna say it.
You really
Foot
gonna,
It's
type.
like-
Give us a foot type.
in this climate, in this political climate, you're really
Yeah.
gonna say that? That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
I know.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
really,
confident. I'm
the-
bold.
We're really
Dude,
walking the line today, or
we
whatever.
we
it's
just
called.
lost 1,000
confident.
VGC players. We just lost 1,000 subscribers, and they were all VGC
Uh.
players. They're gonna be so mad that you just said that. Think about the meta. This is crazy. We got a cricket Pokemon. I mean, are we? This is an early
Nimble.
concept for who?
Nimble.
Nimble. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this.
He
It's just a
says
cricket.
Nimble's better,
says-
but I like this.
Yes.
Lutu says Cricketop, which
Yes, of course.
Mm.
is also the case, but like
Yeah, that makes
Nimble
sense.
too.
I forgot
Mhm.
Kricketot even existed. That's insane. Wow.
I actually can't understand what's happening with the second one, like the evolution.
Yeah.
It looks. It almost
appears-
looks like it's got like a baby or something on its back.
Like
Yeah.
strapped to it.
It appears to have fashioned a second smaller cricket to its body with a scarf or band. While likely completely unrelated, the idea of a Pokemon fashioning itself to another was used as Mantyke's new evolution method into Mantine with Remoraid. That's a good point. So they were actively thinking about that. That's actually kind of cool. In order to evolve it, you have to have like 2 crickets, maybe. Or
As
it
a
could
bug
be.
type. Sorry, go for it.
Well, I was just gonna say,
cutting you off.
it could just be like the like Nincada. It could be like the shedding of the skin, perhaps.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Maybe.
What
It's
were you
weird
gonna
because well, I was gonna say something else, but it's weird because it has like a little tail coming off of the like baby one on its back. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's not part of the main body. But what I was gonna say is like I love bug types, but these are like so generic that
Yeah.
they're just like not even like especially the pre-evolution is like not even a Pokemon.
Yeah.
They're just like
Yeah.
a drawing of a cricket
Yeah.
that has multicolors. You know, like it's like a Vivillon thing where it's like, oh, let's make a bunch of crickets
Yeah.
that are all just different colors.
And you're talking about the first
evolution
cricket
I
as
like
well,
more.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, the evolution I like a lot more as a Pokemon.
Lutu writes on the website that perhaps these the 2 different colors of the cricket could be a similar situation as like the East and West sea shellos.
Yeah, that
Um,
makes sense.
So that's kind of another cool pickup because that's the thing.
It
It's like
could
when these
also
Pokemon
be-
are being designed, it's like sure we might not get the Pokemon, but they're thinking these creatures were conceptualized in the same time period as everything else that we know about Generation 4, right? It's like, so all those ideas are just being shared, and some things come to fruition and some don't. That's nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I cut you off
I'm
again.
gonna be right back. You guys keep going. I'm just gonna
All right.
get my food really quick.
Love it. Well, what are you eating? What do we got? What do we got
It's
going tonight?
a Publix sub. You might not know what Publix is, but
I
it's
think
fire.
Publix?
Yeah,
I've heard of Publix, but we don't.
People talk
we don't
about
have
Publix. I don't have them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They're like
Bro.
under the southern line somewhere.
Bro,
there.
you got to be quick
Dude,
because I'm seeing
dude,
what's next.
so-
This is insane. A
I know.
Shinx
I'm trying to go
precursor.
fast.
All right, go. This is insane, dude. We got a Sphinx Pokemon. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh
Yeah, the
my
Sphinx is
god.
lit.
That's sick, dude. What
The
are we
Sphinx
thinking?
is crazy. The Sphinx is crazy because to me, this artwork looks very like far along. So
Yeah.
I feel like that this guy was probably fairly close to making it in because
Yeah.
the artwork is so polished.
I think I'm seeing electric ground type. Ground for the sand in the desert and the stone that it's made after, but the electricity for, I guess it could be fire. I was thinking electric, like the sun, and the heat. That's insane, dude.
Ground for sure.
Yeah.
But there was the situation here was probably because there's actually like that one above it says it's a Shinx precursor. But there's actually another Pokemon that looks even like a Shinx precursor to me.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna get there
thought
later?
is that yes, we'll get there a little bit later.
There's so
My
many of these.
thought
we're not
is
even
that-
halfway done this. This webpage is not even halfway. I haven't even scrolled down halfway. This is insane.
My thought is that they had several of these similar. The Sphinx, they had this other Shinx precursor above, and then they had this other. It's like a flower cat, basically.
Sure.
And my thought is that they basically were just like, we can't have all of these, and then they just picked Shinx
Yeah.
as the winner.
This one's kind of tough to see. It says Shinx precursor, and then he's writing about a Pika clone. So maybe we could talk about that later.
It could be that. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kinda,
I can't.
It's kind of tough
To me, I see more of a mouse
Sure.
than anything, so I don't know if
Mhm.
it's Shinx or not.
Oh, I
but,
see that with the big ears. But
The thing is
Shinx
the
has big
tail.
ears.
It's the star on the tail that really gives it away more than anything. To me, that's like that same exact Luxray tail.
It could have been.
I think
it
the
could
ears
be
as
like
well.
a,
The ears are not crazy because Shinx, every
Here's
single
the
one of the line has like cartoonishly giant ears.
Yeah, I do see that. But I was also going to say it could be a situation where it was like, maybe this is actually a mouse Pokemon. And then they were like, it was electric mouse because maybe it was a Pika, like he was saying. And then they're like, okay, we're not doing this Pokemon, but I kind of like this tail. Let's put this tail on this other Pokemon that's electric type that we're working on.
Absolutely.
Like I could see something like
Yeah.
that where they just
Two
like
separate designs kinda brought
Frankenstein it
together, yeah.
together.
For sure.
This
That definitely
Sphinx is
happens.
insane, guys. This is actually
Yeah.
crazy, and it looks final. I think this is good. Maybe you add maybe you add something maybe on like the chest or something, or give it. Dude, honestly, I look at the Sphinx. It also looks
It's
very
pretty complete.
similar to Pyroar, with the
Mhm.
with the back, because Pyroar like on its back half has like a different coloration with like the fur. Yeah, this is really really cool.
Yeah.
We have a static electricity Pokemon, a pink electric type rodent Pokemon. Pachirisu is not present at all here, and given the Pikachu-like cheeks, as well as the mention of static electricity as a part of its design, this Pokemon is an obvious precursor to Pachirisu itself, the Pika clone of Sinnoh. I'm almost like
This thing's cursed.
very cursed.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I was almost wondering. This isn't totally baked, but like those like Minun and Plusle variants or whatever. I almost wonder. There was a pink one. One of them was pink. Maybe there was a situation where like they were going to add 2 additional ones, and then they all evolve into like something as strong as Pikachu or Raichu or whatever. Because this one's pink, and there was another pink one. They look separate, probably not, but and it's got giant ears as well. This is
I don't know if
just
it's
so weird to
Pika
see.
clone enough.
I don't think so either.
It doesn't look like it.
It's got the red
that
cheeks
much.
though. Like
A lot of Pokemon have cheek things.
no, but I know, but that like the red cheeks. That's a Pika clone.
It looks to me it looks early, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very like finalized.
Yeah. All right, we got a Finneon counterpart and a Luminion counterpart. The idea here is that these are like just different designs for what we actually got, and it's interesting to see. You can't really make out Finneon much, but Luminion
I don't know that
looks like an eel for listeners.
Yes, it's amazing.
Yeah. What do you think, Hoops?
I was gonna say I don't know that because he mentions right there that it's possible that it's an alternate design for Finneon.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's like confirmed that these are different Pokemon or not.
Yeah.
But because like this eel looking thing, like that is like the Beta Luminion verbatim, just with like a longer body.
Yeah. I think it looks
this is my
enough
favorite.
like Luminion. It looks like Luminion grew a body. So I think this would be
Right,
a
yeah.
Luminion evolution or a counterpart.
It's tough. I guess we'll talk about it tomorrow, but I think that the reasoning is that there's already a Finneon and a Luminion somewhere else, you know? Like they already there's already the same drawing, so I think it's different. But they could have just done two versions, right?
Right.
The thing is that this eel looks just like Luminion. Like, why would it be a counterpart that has the same coloration?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it just feels like a different version of it all. Maybe not a counterpart, but like a beta version, like a version before
Yeah.
the other ones.
Yeah.
I think this is amazing. I think we need it in Winds and Waves, please.
Yeah.
I think this is the best way that this could have ever gone. Please.
Maybe this is the Luminion evolution that they're planning.
That's what I'm
For real.
So what Dusty was talking about it
brand new
earlier.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, Dusty was talking about it earlier with like there being spoilers from this. Like this is a potential Winds and Waves spoiler. Imagine if they went back and were like, we're gonna rework this into a Luminion evolution.
I
and
also
we could see something just like this, and we'd be like, "Wow, that's the same thing."
Yes. I also wanted to say that if they do that same thing with that Swellow evolution, I want it recorded here that I clocked it because when we were talking about Winds and Waves, new Pokemon, I mentioned Swellow as a possible candidate for an evolution. So
True.
You did.
I'm going to, if that happened, I'm gonna brag about that.
Yeah.
I'll also say right now, this is my favorite of all of the leaked ones.
For real?
Not leaked. Yeah, this is my favorite, the Luminion.
Ooh,
this is
interesting.
my number one.
I guess
so I have like a top 5.
You do have a top 5?
Yeah, well, not like fully fleshed out, but yeah. I have like a in my mind.
Cool.
A bunch of them. But
I haven't really. I have not really thought about it, to be honest, but I think my top 2 are probably the Sphinx Pokemon and then the Stunky.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
the Stunky is honestly
it's very Frigibax to me.
The Stunky is really good. Keep an eye out for like a tier list, if that's the case, or maybe I'll talk to Lutu.
We need to do one. We need to do.
Lutu's got all the files. Maybe he can just drop the zip and I can upload it to a tier list maker. All right, we have some Ray Pokemon. These are called Ray 1 and Ray 2, and these are actually kind of cool. And earlier, we did talk about like a baby or a beta version of what is it called? Mantike. And this is not that, but I'm not really sure what this is. It looks like just like a little, I don't even know, like an amoeba almost. Possibly a 2-stage counterpart to Mantike and Mantine, a flying ray-like creature with a smiling red face and tail. Bottom right drawing shows a human tugging on its tail, indicating a design by the same artist as the Sandcastle Pokemon. Also entirely possible this may be the evolution and not the pre-evolved form. And then there's another Ray. What appears to be the evolution of the smiling red Ray Pokemon, a design we will never see the face of. There's more description. The phrase for bat is included. Was occasionally used to describe the traditional Western-shaped umbrellas in this era. Has a pointed shape it can fold into. That's kind of cool, like an umbrella. That's kind of fun. I'm not really sure what to make of this.
Yeah, I think this is another case of what I was just talking about with the Luminion. I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll correct me, but just because there's 2 of the same kind of thing doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a different version or a different Pokemon completely. I feel like it could be just like a different version of Mantike. Like this was the first draft of Mantike.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe this is 2 separate drafts of Mantike. Maybe, you know, I mean, they both kind of look like the top and the bottom, so maybe it's the same thing. But
I mean, yeah, you're right.
kinda
It's got the tail.
what I'm looking at.
No, I agree. It could be like a kite. And there's a thing here where like it flips. It also kind of looks like just two different, like almost like a battle form. You know how like Morpeko has like a standard form, and then in battle it like kind of reverts it and it gets the additional type. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit because the red one, you can see that it has red on one side and then like the blue on the other. So that's kind of interesting. We do have an early Sandcastle Pokemon. Yeah, this is Sandygast, 100%.
Sandygast.
This is Sandygast.
And I gotta say, I think I might actually like this better than actual Sandygast.
Yes.
Because it doesn't have the
actual
object.
A little bit of that, yes. Sandygast kind of has a little bit of a feeling of this is just a pile of sand, whereas this I get a little bit more of a monster.
Yeah, it's got
vibe
hands.
from
You're right.
it.
You're right, dude. It's got You know how like a ghost? Oh, that's so cool. You know how a ghost will Haunter
do
has
that.
its two hands and they're just kind of floating.
Right.
That's what this looks like, except it's like stuck. It's made up of sand. That's cool. I like that.
This is where we
Yeah.
get to like the craziness that this was freaking 20 years ago, and
Yeah.
it took them however long to make this into a Pokemon in Gen 7. Like,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
and there's other
Like
ones
this
that we'll see.
existed. This existed for 10 years
Yeah.
before we even knew about it. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Absolutely.
and it's better.
And then we get
Why did
Sandcastle 2.
Yeah.
Can you make sense of this at all? This like
It's the same thing. It's it looks like what is it? Palisand?
it reminds me.
Palisand.
It kind of it's given
It's-
Doug Trio. Like it looks like it's
a little-
multi-headed.
It's like a
It's
sandcastle.
hard to. It's honestly hard to tell, but
Yeah.
it to me it looks like a sandcastle, but not in like the literal sense, like Palisand, which
Yeah.
again I think makes this a little better because this, to me, the way I look at it is like you can see it's a sandcastle in the sense that it's a structure, but it doesn't look literally like the spitting image of a sandcastle. It's got
Yeah.
its own look to it, which I think is better just because it's like now it's not just a living sandcastle. It's
Yeah.
like more of a creature
I can see
while
it.
also being a sandcastle because it's like it's still there. Like you can still tell that's what it is.
Mhm.
So,
I do. Yeah, I tend to agree. I think what we end up, it's tough to say because it's like the design we end up with, the official design, is obviously more polished, and so it's clearer to read. It's easy to understand it as like a creature, not as a creature, but like as a, like you can glance at it and understand what it's trying to convey, right? And I think this design's kind of messy, and so it's difficult for me to understand really what the concept is. But yeah, if this was brought all the way, I wonder. You know what it almost looks like? It almost looks like a drop. You see, it has like a point, like that pointy part at the top of it, of what I guess I'm assuming is the head or the top of the sandcastle. It kind of looks like I'm wondering, could this have maybe inspired the ice cream Pokemon? Vanillux, because it looks like a font. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to describe this.
waffle cone.
It looks like a waffle cone that is flipped upside down. That's on the ground in the sand, and you get all these lumps of sand.
I
or
mean,
of ice cream,
if you flipped it upside down, it would look like ice cream. I'll
right?
give you that. Yeah.
I actually think that when I look at it, like the face is just at the bottom and that's its back. Like it goes up and into a point and that's
Sure.
its back.
Yeah,
You see like
Maybe,
where
yeah.
the holes are?
No,
there's, like,
you're
little
right.
Eyes in it.
because even like
Even on the top one.
the top
looks
one,
like
you see
a-
it from the side profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
kind
like a
of
slug.
yeah, and
almost,
and
which-
you could still
or
see his like
seal.
hands. Dude, those
Uh-huh.
like ghostly hands, I kind of love that. We did lose that.
Yeah.
We did lose that in the final design. That's nice.
One more thing I want to mention too is Miguel is mentioning the sand coming out of the holes very
Yeah.
possibly could have been recycled into Hippowdon because that's very
Oh
similar.
yeah. That's probably why they
Totally,
cut
dude.
it.
Yeah, that
That's probably
probably
why
is.
they cut it.
That's really good. Shout out Miguel. Oh, dude. All right. And now we've got Beta Chienpao. And okay,
Yeah.
Sabertooth.
That's literally him.
Sabertooth Icicle.
Where's your
Jackal.
cards, Dusty?
It's
Where's your
right-
cards?
Literally, it's right here. I got it right.
It's him.
It's right here.
There it is.
So good, dude.
Boom.
That's crazy. The final design is better. A jackal-like Pokemon with saber teeth resembling icicles. While likely a complete coincidence, the design has striking similarities to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Chienpao. I don't think it's a coincidence. I think it would
Yeah,
be like
because when they're
reworked
again
into it.
when they're making Chin Pao, it's not like they completely forgot about that they made this Pokemon with the exact same concept. Like they are aware of the
Yeah.
fact that those two exist. So if you get a unique concept like that
Yeah.
is shared, it's like there's definitely some inspiration being like pulled.
100%.
Mhm.
And I think Chiampao is a better final design because not only does it have lore, it's now not just like icy teeth, but now it's got the they're icy swords. So cool, man. There are so many more Pokemon on this list. I think I need to take a quick break, but you guys could keep going. However, it seems
Oh,
like
no, we're getting to the good stuff.
there are
though.
new starter Pokemon.
Yeah, this
What
is where the
this?
starters begin.
Let me just reset this real quick. I think I've zoomed. Yeah. Can you guys maybe are you guys able to? Are you on the back end of Studio? Are you able to read the super chats?
No, but I
or
can
can you chill
scroll
on
up.
something for a minute? This is
I-
insane that there's more starter Pokemon. I didn't realize these were starter Pokemon.
I can go through some super chats because
Yeah.
it's in here in the
There's so many Pokemon in here.
You can just scroll back up. We're gonna get lost.
let's
Hoop-
see.
Don't look at them.
Hoop said this would be a 2-hour podcast. Oh my gosh. Let's
see.
just chill for a second. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. I'll
All
be
right,
right
all
back.
right, all right.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so I think we've covered most of the super chats that we've gotten so far, just of this one. But it looks like the next one is from Fishlad, who says,
Ooh.
"I need the Serpent Lumineon Evo and Weewa. It looks like a Dragonair as well."
Yes.
And yes, I agree. It almost feels like but with Lumineon's face slapped onto it,
Mhm.
which would be great. It's like, yes,
Yeah, it's like not
give
bad.
give Lumineon the Milotic treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
then
do think that it looks
Jarkaply,
like Milotic a whole lot. Yeah.
yeah, it does. It's very and honestly, like if we're getting like a deep sea evolution, that would
Mhm.
just make sense because that's like a deep sea type of creature.
If it's neon,
Um,
lighting up and
Yes,
I'm so
yes, and it
down.
could be like it could almost be like if it's long, it could be like light, like strips of light, like a
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah,
like that you put up around your room or whatever.
yeah. Love it.
Jarkaplir also says the Mawile sends him Miss Magius, which is actually a very good point because I think Miss Magius has like the long sleeve thing going for it,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy. Maybe that could be it. It might not even be related to Mawile. It might have been something like a Miss Magus. What am I thinking? Misdrevious evolution.
Yeah, it
Before.
definitely. Yeah, Miss Magius has the long
Mhm.
sleeve, so that
Yeah.
again, that could be another situation where they loved that trait, and they
Mhm.
were like, we have to cut this Pokemon, but we
Right.
love this, so let's use it. That's
Or
cool.
they could have had double, They could Miss Magius could have existed
Yeah,
already,
right.
and they were just like, "Oh, but this kind of looks too similar to it, so one of them's got to go." And they
Yeah,
probably went with
yeah.
that.
That's very possible too. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Yeah.
As we get warmed up while Dusty, or we're still chatting while Dusty comes back, I want to see if you know about this starter Pokemon section that we're about to get into,
Mhm.
because I was like in the actual documentary, I think these Pokemon are talked about when they are talking about the starter,
Yes.
but I like, is there anything else that like confirms these are definitely starters? Because I couldn't see anything outside of them just being in the same part of the video.
Right. Like I said, I didn't watch the video itself, but going off of what Lou 2 said, I think that this whole section is on at this specific moment in the video, which you watched, right? So it's
Mhm.
it's at a like starter presentation essentially. And they all kind of do line up where they're like all starter Pokemon. Like they have evolutions that go in a row. I mean, there's not 3 stages for a few of them. So that is why it's a little confusing.
Yeah,
But
I was
maybe the
just
middle,
like,
yeah. I don't know, maybe the
it
middle
seemed,
stage hadn't been made yet though?
yeah,
So,
it does seem like that's what the context of the video, without being able to understand the language, is that like they're talking about the starters and then they show these Pokemon. So it does seem like that, but when like I didn't think that when I was watching the video. So when I saw people saying, "Oh, these are starters," I was like, "Really?" Because some of them also like there's there's like a water type one that does not look like a starter Pokemon at all. Like it looks
Yeah,
like a behemoth of a creature. So I'm
right.
like,
Which I love actually.
yeah.
But I don't know. It to me, I think because they're like beta or whatever, they're proto Pokemon. They can be like anything, and they were just like thinking through a bunch of ideas. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily mean that they were. I mean, they were considering them as starters, but they were like deciding on which would be a starter. Um,
Right.
so it could have
Which
just
is
been like, oh, we'll use this later or something.
yeah, and that is like so fascinating. Choosing
Mhm.
the starter is such a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. I personally love the idea. I think there's other um conversation about it. Uh yes, so there was a account on Twitter that I trust and that speaks Japanese, and they were going through the video and they were just making random quotes about what they were saying in the video. And there was one point where uh I don't know who the dev was, but they were talking about the dog. I know we're not there yet, but there's a dog starter and it's blue, and they were talking about how it didn't work out because turning a animal blue, like a mammal blue, doesn't really work as much for water starter Pokemon. So there was
Mhm.
something more there about
Wait,
that one at least. So
so that was about the water dog?
yeah, about the dog.
Okay, that's cool. That one is
Yeah,
cool, and we're gonna obviously get into it. But that
yeah.
one's cool because not only was it a starter Pokemon, and I think that one is kind of like there's some extra context that confirms it. But the
Hmm.
cool thing about it is that that design was apparently made by the same designer that designed Samurott, and it's like they both have horns.
Right.
Like they both have the big horns coming out of their head. So that
It
was seemingly a carryover.
it definitely looks similar as well, which I'm sure we'll
The
talk
chat's
about.
the chat's gone because we apparently went into sub only mode, like
Was
membership
up.
only
Oh,
mode. Which I
that's
don't know if
weird.
I don't know if Dusty did that. I was trying to change it back, but I couldn't.
Hmm.
So I don't know if that's him. Dusty,
Yes.
did you change the chat to members only because
Mm,
it's on members only and
interesting.
I can't seem to change it.
Hmm.
Interesting. It shouldn't be on members only. That's insane. It's members only?
I mean,
No.
I see other people that are not members only too. So
Well, I have a banner that says on the chat that says subscribers only mode.
I did not activate that. That's
So
interesting. Let's
I
see.
don't know. I don't know if everyone's just silent.
it
Timestamps,
might be. We
participants,
here. I'm just eating. Me too. Actually,
moderation
I'm eating as well.
activity. That's insane. I don't
Now I
even know
can
how to
eat again.
change that if I got to be real with you. Let's see. I mean, now I'm just curious. We're chilling though. Just no one's responding. No, there's tons of people here. Unless the tons of is this that would be insane if this is members only. It shouldn't be set as members only. That would explain why there's not more people here. I mean, subscribers
I have
as
no
in
idea.
oh
I just know
sub
there's
no sub to channel. Subscribers is sub to channel.
subscribers only. Yeah.
Yes, you can only
Oh,
leave
okay.
comments if you're a subscriber. That's how we avoid bots.
That makes sense.
Yes. Okay. That sounds
I
good.
was equating. I guess I was equating subscribers in my mind to
Yeah.
members because
No, that makes sense on Twitch.
yeah.
All right. That
Sometimes you just gotta make them sound off. See, look at them. Jark's like I'm lurking. Epic's like I'm
yeah, there you
listening.
are. Show up.
Buddha's
You
like
know what
I'm
we should have
drinking.
We were gonna
should
end the
have been
stream
like
now.
we
Jark's here.
we should have said something just like crazy like
I
your
know.
favorite Pokemon sucks. Or
And then we get
Just something to get 'em
500
going.
subscribers. Yeah, immediately.
I tell them that all the time, but they, whatever.
How about this? Bowtie Pokemon should have been our grass type starter in Sinnoh. Where are the subscribers?
Would you, would you, would you imagine that this is actually Rowlet? Can you
Oh
believe
yeah,
it?
absolutely. Now that you say it,
It's
yes,
him.
100%.
I mean I can see the
oh,
I can
it's
see
identical.
the bow tie
Mhm.
carrying over, but like otherwise I don't even know what this is like supposed to be. He's just
Like
like
a
an
little-
egg shaped like like I don't know, like a wolf or something.
Lutu saying fruit bat, and I did see Soul using that keyword on Twitter. I guess fruit bat. I guess.
Look underneath him. So like this little guy would evolve
Oh, I
into
see.
this it looks like a bear too to me, but it could be
Yeah.
a bat.
I
Could
don't
be.
know that bat. Or, well, actually,
Maybe.
can you scroll over a little bit? Because it says the Japanese there says flying type.
I mean,
Something.
that's Rowlet.
So it does confirm that it's at least a flying type. But I was also gonna say, like, I can't see enough of it to know if it is a bat.
You see like the silhouette though, right? Because it took me a while
Yeah.
to see it. He's standing up.
He's standing
It's
up
not
and,
like-
and he's got a
I thought he was
out.
flying actually, like on the side, but he's standing up. He's got the arm out.
Yeah.
And he's got like a cape essentially.
He's a
but
vampire.
the cape could
He's
be a bat
vampire
wing.
bat. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly.
That's cool.
I
That's
was
literally
I was
insane.
Losing my mind.
So these are
I
just
was losing my mind. This
Let me
is
read
better
this.
So when we
than
were talking-
Turtwig. Turtwig
So
can
when-
kick you
So
right
when
in
we
the
were talking about, or you guys were talking about a grass bat for Gen 10, like you were closer than you thought.
yeah,
I know.
So
You
crazy.
were closer than you thought.
Like what in the world?
this
blew
is
my
So
mind.
weird. And then so then the idea is here because of the color palette and some of the patterns. There's speculation that this may have turned into an early version of Snover and then eventually became Snover. And I do see that.
Rowlet.
Yeah,
I think it's Rowlet.
it's the
instead.
giant
I mean,
eyes.
maybe it can be
It's
both. It can
mammal
be both.
Rowlet. Yeah, that would
Mhm.
explain why Decidueye is so much like a mammal. I kind of see it.
To be honest, the cape bat guy turning into Decidueye kind of makes a little bit of sense too. It has the same vibe, like the same pose, and it's
Yeah.
in that like where it's holding its arm out.
Yeah.
Where are we going, Dusty? We're going on an adventure right now.
This I'm just trying to. There's a thing. Listen, this is a new website. It's getting a lot of traffic. There we go. And I'm trying to minimize this like tab on the side. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. It's gone. Okay. This is insane. Okay. There's so many. What in the world? All right. So we have this little. I guess it's a fruit bat. It
We
evolves
lost.
into.
I don't care what you say about Torterra. We lost. I'm so mad.
Listen, we could still get it. Gen 10 could introduce. Listen, if there's two different
This-
regions, maybe there's two. How crazy would that, bro? How crazy would that be if if Pokemon Day 2027, they introduce another set of starters? Because depending on which game you start out at, you get you get to choose. You have a different set of starters. That's insane.
It's about as crazy as saying that we'd get 300 Pokemon.
But guess what? The whole thing about Generation 10 is that it has multiple, countries, different parts. There's a split in the region with Wallace's line, right? Like we're talking. I think it. I love
Maybe.
that idea. I have no idea if it's gonna happen, but I guess what
Yeah.
I was saying is maybe there's still hope. Maybe Pokemon Day, bro. That would be insane. That would
always hope.
actually be insane. That would be insane. There's two different sets of starters. It's not only what starter are you gonna pick. It's you're getting the new games. What game are you getting? That determines the starters. That would be insane. All right. We've got the Root Wolf. This is Lycanroc, right?
This is cool.
Bro.
So cool. But
Then
this
it's
is
like,
Lycanroc.
we lost again. This
Yeah.
is also a starter, Dusty, apparently.
That's
according
crazy.
to this.
These are the kind of starters that I want the most.
Right.
Notice how it's on all as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like,
Its tail is a tree.
Come on.
branch.
that's good. Yeah.
You're right. It's
I
a tree
love
branch. That's crazy,
this.
dude.
I
It
love
does
this
very-
almost as much as the other guy. Man.
It does very much seem like it was possibly reworked into Lycanroc though, because
Oh,
It looks
very-
identical to
100%.
Very
I can
Lycanroc.
only see Lycanroc.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's 100%. The only difference is instead of rocks, it's got tree branches coming out of it.
yeah, right.
Because it was meant to be a grass type starter.
Mm.
See, here's the thing with what we were talking about, Hoops. When you look at this, it's on top of the Infernape and like jellyfish starter guy. So
Right.
it has to be one of them as well. Like, and has to is a little bit strong, but
It
like
has
it's
to.
in
It
the
must.
it's in the conversation, right? It's in this whole section of the video where they're looking at these Pokemon all on at the same time.
Right.
So
Right.
This is so
Like I would
crazy.
say to me, this is just like I feel like the Scrooge of the because I'm the one
No,
casting
no.
doubt on
It's
it.
good
You're,
to
you're,
be-
gonna be, you're the one who's gonna be
The
making
way-
videos about this.
The way I look at this is that like that scenario where it's like they're talking about the starters, so these are starters. That like to me, that's like okay, that checks out. Like that's
Yeah.
probably true, but that doesn't mean it is true.
Yeah.
Because like they could just be talking about new Pokemon and like these just happen to be on the pile. So it's like
Yeah.
it's most likely.
This
but
could be
not like it's not.
I could see
without a
being
shadow of a
reworked.
doubt.
I could see being reworked into Shinx, into Luxray. It's another like
Well, it's actually
painted
interesting.
Pokemon.
We're talking about this being Lycanroc, and it's funny that Rockruff and Lycanroc are very much treated like starter Pokemon.
Yeah, you're right. Good
Like
point.
they're kind of like honorary starters.
Oh, that's so sick.
You're so
dude.
right.
That is
You're so right.
insane.
That's probably
is
why they did that. They were like,
insane.
this used to be. Let's give him some
Yeah.
respect.
All right, we got Foam Dog. This is just Furfrou, right? This is
But
No,
it's a starter.
This is Samurott, dude. This is Samurott.
No,
talking
I
about
see it.
No, because
I see it. It's Samurott. It's got the horn.
thing
It's a sea lion. I see it.
The thing that confirms it is that apparently
Damn.
the guy who drew this is the same one who did Samurott. So
That's
he literally
crazy.
went back to his old work.
And
Yeah.
again, the Suds being reworked into Frogadier and Froakie.
Exactly.
That's so cool. They just take all these like fun little ideas and move it. This is listen. This would have been the stupidest
I would've been
like
upset
starter
with this
Pokemon of
starter.
all time.
Yes.
A
I would've been like,
unicorn
this is-
poodle. What are we doing?
Yeah,
Empoleon clears for sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
Samurott clears.
But-
This is crazy.
Yeah. But this would just in an alternate universe, this was our freaking Gen 4 water starter.
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy, right?
That is insane.
He's just a pup. They
I
finally
really-
did a dog.
No, this definitely was reworked into Furfrou. It's a little puppy.
Yes,
you
yes,
give a
I
dog a
agree.
bath and it's got suds on it. It's
Mhm.
watered. Yeah. And
I
then
agree that
it's
it
also
was.
its fur.
Somebody was like, "No, that's the starter." I'm like, "No, bro. It even if it was,
It can
the
be a
starter
lot of
once,
different things. It can be
it
a lot
was
of different
still
things because it's not real.
reworked."
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
When they
these
thought of
ideas were
Furfrou,
shuffled.
They were like, yeah. When they thought of Furfrou, they were like, "Oh, remember that one poodle starter that we had that had a horn? Let's go with that."
This is super fun.
Anyway,
Yeah, I gotta just sit on these a little bit more. What is this? Amphibious Pokemon? What am I looking at?
This is
here?
another starter. If
The
you look
Man
at
of War Pokemon with its white underside. I mean, I can't see that. It's so hard to
those
see.
are its eyes, and it's like a jellyfish. Yeah, it's just cut off.
Just a jellyfish.
Little legs are hanging out.
Yeah, I did see
And-
this, and then it turns.
See,
into
this is what I was talking
amphibious
about.
Pokemon.
Boy,
This
the boy.
is
You like this?
This is the most.
Yes.
No, I was telling Soul while you were gone. This does not look like a starter at
No.
all. That's why I was confused. I was like, "What the heck?"
This looks insane, dude.
It looks like a legendary or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
redesigned.
but you can see that the final one that is more Sugimori like looks more like an actual Pokemon starter as well.
Dude, they say
There's
it
two.
was near the Whismur line. The swampy amphibious monster was redesigned. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. It needs
So-
needs a lot of work. Is this gonna?
What
I
it
mean, I
to
don't
me
know.
is a
It's kind of
jellyfish.
cool.
Yeah.
No,
see
it
the
looks-
jellyfish.
Yeah, I do see the jellyfish. I feel like it's a few. I guess I'm imagining
would've
like a
taken this
kappa, like a
over.
swamp monster that has a jellyfish on
It's-
its head, right? Or maybe, dare I say, this is an early concept for Malamar.
Yeah, in a way, could be.
It's another like, yeah.
I could see it.
I'm gonna submit that.
I would have
That
taken
feels
this
good.
over Empoleon. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Oh
is-
no!
This is
No
my
way.
Empoleon killer
Empoleon's way
right here.
better. No way.
Empoleon
My boy.
clears.
Oh, it's so
Empoleon
cool. I'm not
clears.
talking about the one on the left. The one on the right is like a final, not even final, but it's a Sugimori art of it instead of like a concept art. You can see it's Pokemonified even more. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Bad takes. I don't know. It needs a lot of work. I don't even know what the concept is. This is a Digimon.
It's a jellyfish man.
Yeah.
He literally is a jellyfish.
It is cool.
with
It
a
would be
body.
cool to see this like continued into something because because I see the jellyfish, but it also just looks like seaweed or like that's why I think like swamp monster. Like this does.
Yeah.
I get it. No, I get it. I'm not gonna disrespect this too much. I mean, Empoleon's better if we're comparing, but like this does feel in line with like a shift tree.
Always comparing.
Maybe like an alternative evolution to Lombre, because Lombre instead of a jellyfish on its head has a lily pad on its head. It's a swamp, right? It's a
I'll take that.
grass water type.
That would
Like
redeem
makes
that
sense.
line.
All right, now
I'm going
we're-
to
Yeah.
I'm going to respond to Dynamax Dean for a second
Oh, sure.
because he's asking where the DVD comes
Yeah.
from. So just jumping in,
Please.
the reason why the DVD was so hard to get a hold of is because it was a documentary that was internally produced by Game Freak, and so it was basically just pretty much distributed amongst Game Freak and probably like the Pokemon Company. So it was like very inner circle. Like you only got a copy if you worked there or something, or you had a friend that went to their party or whatever. So their launch party. So it was very much like
Launch parties.
it
Cool.
wasn't it wasn't public. It was basically just amongst staff, and then apparently someone who had one finally sold one, and these people were able to grab one and document it. So
crazy.
So that's why. And it was probably forgotten about. Like these people probably like got their copy, they watched it, and they're like, yeah, that was fun. Put it in a box and forgot about it. Like it wasn't a big deal to them because like they work there, you know?
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
So-
And how many more? I mean, also just thinking about like the image. I've seen the videos of them like jumping around and like goofing off in the office, and I'm like, how many more of
Yeah.
these relics? You know, there's like a there's like a legacy. There's like a myth. What's the word? There's like an air of, you know, there's an air of like importance, right, to these like videos because we love Pokemon so much. It's like seeing that. It's like, wow, this is special, you know. And they're just goofing off. They're people. They're just like young. They're just like young staff members goofing off, having a good time, totally exhausted, underslept, and they're just they're having fun. I mean, it does look fun. It does look fun. It's pretty sweet to see. But how many more of these exist? You know, like when some of this information started coming out, not this information, but like when we started getting beta like dumps a decade ago, right? Like the Space World demo, right? That seemed ridiculous, and people still to this day are kind of wonder if it's like all totally real. And again, just year after year, more and more stuff comes out, and now it's like, are we going to get more stuff for Gen 6, for Gen 7, for Gen 8? Those things are getting old.
Well, the crazy thing is too is that when they made this documentary, like they didn't like this isn't even all of what they had for Gen 4 probably because they probably
absolutely not.
That, they were like, oh, let's
more.
just show a handful, you know.
Yep.
And it
But
was like
seems
really
like
quick.
a ton to me.
Like,
yeah,
like all of these designs were shown off within the span of like a minute of the actual documentary.
yeah.
Like they were on screen and then they were off immediately.
Right.
So it was like they were very nonchalant about it. So there is definitely just like
Dude, this is crazy.
like a treasure trove of more designs.
Just
This
think
is-
none of the other Pokemon are there that actually made it into the game except for Frostlass.
Sure, yeah, that's right. Frostlass made it. Oh my god. So we got a plant lion. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, this is the one I was talking about that to me feels like it was Shinx, like another Shinx that just lost versus Shinx in the competition to be in the game.
I agree. I see it. I think it got shelved, or maybe it got reworked. Who knows? But yeah, it's a grass type lion. I don't think the concept's very good. It's literally just it's a lion, and then they're like, well, how do we make it look like grass type? Let's put leaves on it. It's kind of a weak design. As it evolves and it gets shaggier, like I can kind of see it. It's got like a flower on its tail, and I can kind of see it.
I totally agree with you. I don't think that this is anything that great.
Like it's an early concept. It could. I think there's a version of this that you could do that's pretty good. Giant flower petals instead of like for the main. I think that's been done before, but is maybe a little bit, just a little bit too on the nose. But listen, I'll take a grass type. I'll take a grass type lion. It's cool.
Grass type anything.
Yeah, the mid stage is actually pretty good. I think actually the mid
stage reminds me of Floragato. For some reason.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
Oh, Shiny just said that in the chat too. That's hilarious.
Love that.
Yeah.
Have we been thanking people for these like weird little? There's like weird little YouTube things that are not super chats. I think I saw some earlier, and I don't remember reading them.
I don't even.
And I just saw one now by.
They're gifts.
Yeah, but they're
a big trophy just popped up on my screen, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is.
Yeah, shout out to SEH Gold. Sent goat trophy for 1,000 jewels. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I don't.
1,000 jewels.
I'm an old man, and I don't understand that. And I'm
We
like,
gotta read up
I'm
on this
wondering.
stuff.
I'm like,
We got to read up.
I know. I saw some earlier too, and I'm like, I don't think I read them, but I don't see them in the. I have like a bar here that like tells me whatever. I'm confused. Give me my walker. Yeah, the plant lion. This is it's an interesting concept. It could come back. I mean, I guess
I like it. I
maybe.
like it.
Yeah, I like it. I don't like the design, I guess. We do have, maybe it was scrapped. This is half of
Better?
the joke, but we do have
Oh,
we do have a
Better
dandelion
than
Pokemon.
we
Like,
do?
We have a dandelion cat Pokemon, which is for all intents and purposes a lion Pokemon. That is a plant. Yeah,
Who?
it's Jumpluff.
You talking about in
Who-
Gen 3?
Jumpluff. Skip
It's not a cat.
It's a
and
dandelion.
that-
And then
It's a dandelion, but Jumpluff isn't a cat at that point.
oh, it's definitely a cat.
Hoppip. No, it's not.
It-
Oh,
No.
they're all.
used to
It's all a
be.
cat.
Hoppip is a cat. Beta Hoppip was a cat, but final Jumpluff is not a cat.
They're all
Anyway.
cats. They're all cats.
I will say this is better than Pyroar, though. What do you think?
No. Pyroar is good.
I think the
Pyroar is
final
good in
stage
its
is-
simplicity. No, I
This
actually
is like-
kind of hate the final stage. If I gotta be honest, I like the concept.
No,
I don't like
no,
it.
No.
Is
You
this
have to think- you have to
Florigato?
think
Did
of
this
it
whole
as a
thing become
final-
Florigato?
Maybe.
I
You think
don't.
of it as
I will
a
say-
final. You said the word a little bit ago. Not pristine. Polished. It's like you have to think of it as polished.
Yeah, there's details. I don't
When you
think
look
it's
at this.
it's detailed, but I don't think the design is strong at all. It's just
You would be if we saw a picture of Pyroar in this state, you would be saying
Yeah.
the same thing about Pyroar.
Probably.
maybe.
Like,
I
if
think
it-
this
if-
needs to be
yeah.
simplified. And again, I think the flower petals are way too. Damn. Is this? If they're cherry blossoms, is this Beta Cherim? Is this
Oh my
is this how we got
Stop.
Cherubi? I'm not even kidding. Look at. I mean, whatever. Those are.
I don't know if those are
Those are cherry. Cherry blossom petals. I don't know. I think the execution of
wrong.
this concept
You're not wrong.
is like it's just shoehorned in a little silly. I think the concept. I get the
disagree.
concept, but I know it needs to go. It needs bring it back. Do another pass. Do another pass. We get the spiral mollusk. This is cool to see because this design had been floating around for a long time.
This is peak. This
Yeah.
whole thing.
This is one of those designs, like Scrafty, that was worked on consistently, redrafted over and over again, and maybe we'll get it. Oh, you know what? Okay, earlier I was saying this was Toucanon's beak. It's obviously not, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can see it
Okay.
now.
Oh yeah.
So
You're right.
First of the blue-colored 3-stage mollusk Pokemon with a shelled body, a concept initially revisited for Pokemon Black and White, but later scrapped, was originally the first of the 2-stage line with no middle evolution, where it had 2 horns and a gray shell on its back. Redesigned to be bipedal with a more complex shell shape and single cone-shaped spiral horn. This is so cool. I actually like the version from Gen 4, maybe a little bit more. It looks like a Kappa. It looks like Lombre to me. And then it's got these. I wouldn't be surprised if this was kind of reworked into.
that one is so peak.
Dude, the final one
Yeah, that's
actually
cool.
reminds me a lot. I bet this was reworked into Oshawott as a starter.
I was gonna say Gudra. But
Gujar makes sense.
Oshawott.
Well, Oshawott because it is a water type little guy that uses like shells as weapons, and then it evolves into Samurott. I guess I'm not saying this was 1-to-1 Samurott. I'm just saying like, yeah, this looks a lot.
You're saying
There's traits here
inspiration
that actually
yeah.
made it into like the Oshawott lines design, which is kind of weird because we also saw a different version of this in Generation 5.
My first thought when I saw these guys, particularly the final one, was Excadrill.
Yeah, I
Interesting.
see it.
because of the hands.
That's so weird because so many people are saying it's a drill Pokemon, but this is not a. It's a mollusk. Like, see, those are shells. They're not
Well, I think
drills. But I see what you mean.
I
but
think it actually could be both. I think maybe that's the play, is that it's got shells that have that spiral that look like drills.
Yeah,
Because it's like because
Spiral
like
Pokemon.
drills on the hands make sense, but like shells on the hands don't
Yeah.
make as much sense.
What's crazy is in the artwork, it shows like he has the hands underneath it, so he's just using them to like as weapons. Like I could just
Yeah.
see like
Yeah.
gauntlet punching someone
That's
with
true.
them.
That sounds like Samurott, right? I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. Lutu writes that he's got Lugia-esque hands beneath the spiral shells. I don't see it though. Oh no,
Yeah,
I
no,
see it. I see it. It's right here. This is.
Interpretations, yeah. Just like what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
hand.
That's a hand.
But
Hand.
yeah.
Beta hand. This guy is really cool. I
Beta
think this.
Beta
I,
hand.
I think this.
Beta hand.
I think this guy's pretty special. If I gotta be honest.
It is.
Um,
This is one of those Pokemon. You were
Water
saying
rock
this is
type.
one of those Pokemon earlier. This is one of those Pokemon like Kotora and the like
What is that?
Wolfman. Like the Pokemon, the beta Pokemon that are so good that they need to exist, but they still haven't been made yet.
Yeah.
They just exist in beta land.
We'll get it.
You know,
yeah,
like
in Beta Land. Yeah. I love this mid stage is so good. It really is. I like the
They're
little
all-
shell.
all
It is really cool.
I like how the first stage it looks like a little kid at like a birthday party or
Yeah,
something.
he's wearing a
with
party
birthday hat on.
that is
Mhm.
good.
That's kind of
That
what
is
it
good.
looks like.
I like that.
What's really crazy to me is that this was before the Gen 5 sprites, which the Gen 5 sprites look like even less
Yeah.
like developed or made, I guess, because they restarted the concept of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I prefer the Gen 4 one, which is crazy.
Yeah. I agree. I think what we're seeing is like they take a design and they're like, here's all the different things about it. And if it doesn't feel right, they go, you know what? Then let's take this. This can be applied to this Pokemon. This can be applied to this Pokemon. And that's how we get Goodra. That's how we get Samurott. And if these are Gen 5 sprites of a rework, it's probably because they were like, let's put these things on Samurott. Now we got to reinterpret the idea of, this little mollusk with shells, but not as weapons. And that's why they don't have weapons. They have a shield. They're defensive. And then it's like we talked about, this actually turns into Hisuian Goodra. I feel like we talked about that. So I don't know. I really like this guy. It really does feel like this mid stage. Love this so much. It really does feel. If it's a cap, it's a Kappa. It looks like Golduck and Lombre so much. It's got that bill or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a white goat.
Which
This one is like
That's me.
impossible to see.
Yeah.
that's me.
I don't see it at all. I really don't. Is it right here?
It's
the
underneath.
shadows
like-
right here?
Exactly.
It's behind the frog, kind of. You can see its horns, but like that's about it.
Oh,
Could be a
right here?
dog. To me, it looks like a
Yeah.
dog, but then I guess it's hooved,
Oh, I
so
see.
I can see
How are these being overlaid? I'm really confused.
because it's paper, so you can like they're just
They're,
upping.
they're really thin.
Yeah.
Are they working on like projector paper so they can put it up on a
No,
projector?
so
was an old
it's just
technology.
paper. It's just paper, but like Lutu has gone like up to the contrast and
Sure.
messed with the image to
Oh, that's cool.
get
Yeah.
more of that
I'm
underneath.
sure I'll say more on it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's cool. Damn, man, that's
Interesting.
crazy. That's crazy.
about the whole process of it all. But what's I
May-
think he
maybe an
paired it with
early-
a white goat because
Yeah.
of the black goat.
Sure. Maybe based on Japanese children's songs Goat's Mail about a pair of white and black goats who write to each other but eat the letters before they can read them. And then we ended up getting Go-Goat, which is a delivery. It's kind of like a delivery Pokemon. I can see it. I can see that maybe turn it into like a
Yeah.
Go-Goat.
I can totally see that.
Oh, and this is the black. I didn't even see the black goat. This is crazy.
Yeah. It's wild.
Insane, dude. What? It's like a what?
Yeah.
Fire
It's a
type?
ram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
What? That's so
But-
weird. Barely
I
visible.
wish we could see the white goat.
Yeah. We'll see.
We
It'll
could just
pop up in
have
5 years.
The two of them.
That's
Yeah.
insane, dude. Oh, it's early. Entirely possible that Flare Blitz was intended to be this Pokemon's signature move. That's a cool connection. That is a cool connection. Notably, there's very few fire types present in the entire documentary, but also in Generation 5.
Yeah,
Flare
it's just,
Blitz was
literally this
introduced
guy
in Gen
and
4, but
Infernape.
yeah, literally. That's crazy. We got Melollery.
This is a cool one.
Yeah, this is
This is your territory, Dusty.
It is.
For real?
No, for sure. First of 2 dancing flower girl Pokemon, the Kana, suggests the design was indeed music-oriented. Sound type confirmed. Name also shares Kana with the move Attract in Japanese. Highly doubtful that they were related to similar grass-type Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl like Badoo or Roserade. And it was this is a brand new design.
But look, he says they're not related.
It probably got
But
I don't
scrapped
know.
because of Roserade.
I don't know
That
about that one.
That evolution literally has flower hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're
It
right.
looks
You're right.
just like Roserade.
I bet this was scrapped and reworked into an evolution for Roserade because it even has that like the white whatever you want to like the white hair or the white flower of Roserade.
That's true. Yes,
is still there.
That could also be why they gave Roselia 2 new evolutions instead of just 1, because they had this.
Yep.
And then they were like, wait, let's just give Roselia evolutions.
And they could have even, I mean, I guess, isn't Roserade also one of the motifs, the, what is it called? The Masquerade, which is like a type of like social event. Yeah. There would be music there. There's some, I think this feels pretty connected.
I don't know.
But this is cool. I mean, no. I think what he's trying to say is that this is a completely...
we'll have to ask.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask because he says, he goes out of his way to say highly. No,
what
it's
does he say?
Probable. I think it's highly probable that they're related. He said, so up on the first stage, he said highly doubtful they're related to Badu and Roserade. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, I think it's highly probable.
Sure, that they were related to similar.
I would like to know where he's coming from on that.
Yeah.
Like, especially the evolution is like, that's Roserade. Like
that is definitely Roserade. I think this line was originally unrelated to Roserade, but yeah, it probably got scrapped and reworked. Yeah.
I don't think it was like, I don't think this is Beta Roserade. I think this was its own.
Yeah.
And they were like, wait a minute, let's make this a Roserade evolution.
Absolutely. Wait, now we got brown mice and gray mice.
This is Beta,
Tandemaus,
and Mousehold.
I think I'm glad they waited because Mousehold is way
20
better.
years.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, that's insane, man. Mousehold is way better. I'm glad we got Mousehold and Tandemaus. But this is cool.
I want to say something. I want to say something about these guys because I feel like Tandemaus and Mousehold, one of those Gen 9 Pokemon first came out. I feel like maybe this is just me, but it felt like they were one of those Pokemon that it was like, okay, all the Pokemon haters are going to come out and say Game Freak's out of ideas. Nice.
Like,
when in reality, they were 20, like they had this idea for 20 years. Like this isn't a new development. Like they've had this idea for so long. And like that can, we know at this point that could be said for all these Pokemon. So like the next time you say they're running out of ideas, well, it's like, these were Pokemon that were made during the era of what is probably your favorite Pokemon game, like 20 years ago.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, so, this is really just this is awesome. I commissioned a design over this last month, and I was ready to turn it into 3D, and I started working with my team, and then I realized through the process of turning it into 3D, I'm like, I don't think this design's done yet. And I was thinking last night, like this is actually just kind of perfect because I was thinking last night, I'm like, can I afford to actually just rework this thing? Is it worth it? Should I just push it forward? Because it's like, I'm not actually making a game, like I don't have an employer who's paying me to make a Pokemon game, like it's just for a video. Mm-hmm. And it is kind of cool to think that like, and I have other designs that I feel like I ended up never using because I'm just like, I don't think these are actually whatever, no disrespect to anyone that I've ever worked with, but I'm just saying like, sometimes the vision doesn't match up perfectly. And I guess it's nice to see that Game Freak's also doing this. And that's just part of the process. That is really cool. That is really cool. Mm-hmm. What is this? The grass
I think these were
dinosaur.
Good, by the way.
Oh, the mice Pokemon?
I think the 3 were good. The 1 is just a mouse, but the 3 together.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool. I like the long tail. It looks like a shadow. I think there was more to this than just it being a mouse. I don't know.
I think cool. Something is
like
going
the tail
on.
Was
I think
shadow.
I think something. The tail is supposed to be something. Like it looks like a shadow, but then it almost looks like I don't know. I feel like it could be like
it is a shadow. It does look like a shadow.
Whatever it is whatever those Pokemon are supposed to be like. Conceptually, the tail is the key there. But
yeah. So cool. I guess I'll say like these mice I guess look more like Pokemon cartoon. Like they look like I guess not animals, but I don't know. When I first saw Tandemaus, I was like, this feels weird. but I love that little guy now.
Mhm.
And this feels a little bit more like a standard Pokemon that maybe evolves into a multi-headed Pokemon. I think Tandemass is still a better design, but this is it's cool to see. We have a grass dinosaur here. First of the 2-stage Pokemon that appear to be a grassy dinosaur of some kind. I'm not even going to finish reading this. A grassy dinosaur just makes me think of Torterra, right?
Yeah, a little.
Like this.
It's hard to see.
Maybe this
one
was turned.
too.
Yeah, it is tough to see.
This one,
just his
this one does look. He looks interesting though, from what we can see.
Yeah, we really can't see
Mhm.
much. Second stage of the dinosaur-looking Pokemon artwork of the design standing up appears to show it with the cream-colored stomach, much like the color of its pre-evolution. Yeah, there's not much. If I'm seeing this correct, I mean, it does look kind of cool. It looks interesting. I don't know what it is. I think it has a similar
it's
like
just like a
flower mane.
It's a blob of a dinosaur.
This kind of looks like Shellos, but we did see Shellos earlier.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, what the heck is this thing? What is this? It kind of has the body of like, yeah, it does look like a dinosaur. It looks like Bailey. Like it's got like a Bailey type body. But all the
Yeah.
decorations and I don't know. This is weird. Grass
Hard to tell.
dinosaur. Yeah. We've got a bean. Oh, dude, I saw this online. We got the bean-shaped Pokemon. Is this him? Is this?
I think it is. I think
Oh,
it's
this
him.
is cool. Okay, bean-shaped Pokemon. It's got the color palette. I'll say before I read the description, it's got the color palette of Carnivine. Maybe this was a baby Carnivine. A bean-shaped
Maybe.
Pokemon with rosy red cheeks and boots and a sprout on each side, which may be in the shape of a brush and a painter's beret. They introduced. Okay, there's some stuff here. Yeah, do you have any thoughts on this?
He's a bean. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not really that great. The baby peanut is better.
I thought is that what this is?
Yeah.
Are we thinking this is related?
It seems like it, but this is a bean, right? And I don't know
Yeah.
if it's actually this. It's the concept of it, right? Because this
Yeah.
was Gen 4 to Gen 6, so
Oh, dude,
something started here.
those Gen 6 Pokemon are insane. Those beta
Yeah.
Gen 6 Pokemon. We've got Kokamaru. You know what? Let's do this, guys. It's been 3 hours. What's the rest of the day looking like? I know we wanted to kind of jump out at 3 hours, but we still have maybe at least 40% of this web page. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. There's a lot more here.
Boy.
Some of it down here, I guess.
I don't think there's
is-
that much more. There's some at the bottom that are like just
Okay.
you can't even make out what they are.
Yeah.
Like all of these unintelligible Pokemon is like.
I think
dang,
maybe
there's
we.
some here though.
I'm thinking. I think.
There's some.
I think there's some here. I think we do a part 2. Oh yeah, here's the bean Pokemon that I was thinking about. I think we should do a part 2 tomorrow. What do you guys think about that?
Down if you're.
I'm just thinking like
I-
we either rush it today or I don't know. We still
I
got to work
think-
through these.
Yeah, I do think we're gonna be here a while if we try and cover the rest of those. But I do want to make sure that we get a chance to like talk to Lou
Yeah.
about just like all our questions and
Yeah.
stuff. So I think maybe what we could do is we could maybe like talk to him. I mean, he'll be on the whole time, but like
Yeah.
ask him questions for a little bit, and then we can like go through these maybe the rest of these Pokemon.
Yeah. Or we can meet with him and then we could even stream later on Friday or even I actually don't know what I'm doing this weekend, but I can find the time to keep reviewing these, to do another stream and review these. I'm just saying
How many more can you scroll down a little bit? Like how many more in this? Okay, yeah, there's
I think this
I was going to
is-
say how many
There's a lot
I was
here.
going to say how many more were in that like section that
Yeah.
we were on, but
and
I think there's
even-
only a
even,
few
like-
more in the section.
Yeah,
if
but
you
there's
want.
even yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, let's finish up the section then, I guess. Ah, dude, I keep seeing things and I'm like, what is that? There's
I
a-
know,
there's a lot
The
here.
next section is kind of peak actually, but
Where okay, maybe
this thing like
there's okay, let's I guess
Oh, there's
finish
kind of
up
a
this.
few,
This
but-
is crazy. What is this? All right, we got Kokomaru,
it's just a little plant.
Pokemon based on
Yeah,
a
he's
ball
just
of moss.
Shrub.
That's cute. A little
He's a
shrub.
shrub.
I like that. A blue mushroom growing atop its head. That's
If you
cute,
scroll
dude.
down to the,
I'll take a
Yeah.
moss Pokemon. That's kind of cute. Yeah, we have
I think the
150
evolution
more. No, not really.
it shows more so because it's like it evolves
oh.
into like a whole mushroom.
I don't,
kind
like
of
this, I don't like
Pokemon.
this anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like this anymore.
You
This
see,
looks-
like
this
he's a
looks like
shrub with the mushroom.
McDonald's
That's a man.
mascot. That's a man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a McDonald's mascot with a mushroom.
yeah.
Yeah, not my favorite Kokomaru with
Shiny-
an even bigger mushroom. Yeah, this time being far longer with tiny feet. Interesting. It's got a
Pair
mustache.
of arms.
It's got
arms
a
tucked into
mustache.
A
his pocket.
mustache. That would have been a great name.
Yeah,
Mustache.
mustache.
Oh
that,
my
that is pretty
gosh.
good. That is actually pretty good. Yeah.
That's peak.
Oh my god. Now we got a small light bulb bird. A lot
This
of
is peak right here.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Look at this bird,
Yes.
and yes, they have the same colors. So there's
You're
reasonable
right.
doubt. There is reasonable doubt right there that that's a swallow.
Bro, that's really, really
You're
good. Yeah.
right.
All of a sudden, yeah, bro. We have a small
That's why
little
you
light
don't
bulb bird,
Jump the gun.
and all of a sudden that little yellow chick evolves into a flying electric type, which
But you
which
say that
looks
though, but then
like
it
Kilowanttrel.
has an evolution underneath it, which is this peacock bird. If you scroll down one more,
That's fair.
so it's like
Maybe but it could be a
Yes.
split evolution though.
That could be. It could be split evolution. It could be. These are two different options for directions we want to go.
Yeah.
It could be male, female. It could be
Yeah.
a lot of other things, but I do not think there's any coincidence that they have the exact same color and
Bro, literally.
one of the pages is right on top of.
Yeah,
No, it is on
that's a
top,
really good
like,
point, man. That's a
that's
really good
not
point.
on the same page. They could have been
Yeah.
looking. I think both are options, okay? Because I do agree with you, obviously, but I think they could just be using like the same color palette and be like, maybe we should do this color or let this exist and not this exist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but like
Maybe they were in between like a swallow evolution or making this bird a reality. Do you know what I mean?
To me, the way I look at it is, it's like if I was to put this Swellow evolution on trial, I was trying to convict him of being a Swellow
Oh my
evolution,
gosh.
and then the prosecutor introduced this as evidence, I'd be like, I can't convict you. Like that's
Yeah, yeah,
reasonable
yeah.
doubt right there. Like,
Reasonable
I
doubt,
can't.
absolutely, man. It is crazy.
Mhm.
The color palettes are identical, and they are very different, like types of Pokemon. I like this a lot. I like the idea of like maybe a split evolution. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, Hippowdon. I mean, that was a color variant depending on the gender, but there no gender differences that was introduced in Generation 4. That was a major
In Gen 4.
That was a major component, and I guess I'm trying to think of an example. All of like the true form change or like form difference. What am I trying to say? Pokemon like Meowth, Pyroar is an example of a gender difference where like the Pokemon literally they have different models. And what's the cat? Esper's evolution. Those have two completely different models. Is there anything like that in Generation 4?
I'll give you another
Or a
possibility.
proper split evolution? No, the Dawnstone
So-
evolutions. Those are like split evolutions for associated with gender. Those Dawnstone evolutions, right?
A little bit.
What do you
Yes.
think?
I'm gonna cook a little bit here, I think.
Go.
So like you said, Gen 4 was the generation of gender differences. So there's every possibility, especially because a peacock is you could very easily equate that to feminine. So it like,
Well,
what if they
Sure.
were male female evolutions? And then my second point on top of that is, in the very next generation, we got a regional bird that had gendered evolutions. Unpheasant
Yeah.
male,
you're
unpheasant
right.
female.
That is a good point. Yeah, I will say
So
though,
like
it's
Dang,
the
where'd you
males.
pull that one from
Ma-
out of
male-
the evidence is kind of piling
the
up.
evidence, Your
Just-
Honor. Male peacocks,
Yes.
though. Male peacocks are the ones that look the ones that look like peacocks. So
I guess that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I guess just like maybe that's just me, but like
No,
they're
I get what you're
colorful, and
saying.
I'm like, yeah,
Well, maybe not all, but
The
most birds
Dawnstone
in the bird
evolutions.
world, all the males are like the flamboyant looking. ones.
Oh
But
no! Here's an example right here: Wormadam and Mothim. That's I couldn't think of it, but that is
Those
a
are just
gendered
gender, though.
evolution.
yeah,
Yeah, they
But
they
you
evolve
know
into
what-
completely different Pokemon.
yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Vespa Queen is another Pokemon that only evolves if it is female. So okay, there is evidence of these of Pokemon evolving differently depending on gender. Or not, it doesn't even need to be gender, but I'm just have split evolutions.
Mhm.
I'm looking at the list now. I feel like yeah.
We veered off track to finishing the these
Yeah, I
guys.
know,
We entered into a conspiracy theory.
Who knew that Swellow was there? I still think it's a Swellow. I still think it's related to Swellow because the face is undeniable to me. I don't know. To me, it still looks so much like Swellow that it's very hard. And it's also the same type of bird. It's very hard to see it as anything else.
What am I trying to do? I keep.
Provide you with the other side of the argument.
No, I get you. I get you.
It's just like it is a swallow. Like, what are we doing? We're gonna make another swallow. If Swallow hadn't existed already, then there could have been something here, but it already exists. So it's like
I'm just like a Swellow evolution. Like that's a big claim to make. So I'm like, it's got to be irrefutable. And I'm like, to me, that bird makes it not irrefutable.
Let's do.
That's my stance.
I want to just zoom
It could be.
enhance on
It
Swallow
could
right here.
it could still be. It could still very well be, but I don't know.
Here's
I think that's the
Swallow.
point.
You should pull up the other one though, not this little. The other one you see his face proper.
No, you're right. Do they have the same eyes? Yeah, I guess it really is like Swallow. It's the split tail for me. That's crazy.
Yeah, the same bird.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I was thinking that this little light bulb bird could maybe have some Brout
Maybe.
like, inspirations or the opposite of that.
To me, the first thing I think about as like a two-stage regional bird, it's Wattrel and Kilowattrel.
Right.
And
I'm just
maybe
Brout is a peafowl, so it might become a peacock.
Maybe. Yeah, no, absolutely.
day.
Maybe. Man, this is crazy. Some of these elemental ones, I'm just like, I would want them. I think I'm a sucker for these elemental animal Pokemon.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how these are platypus, by the way. I just don't know.
Yeah, they gotta. No, I can see it. Well, I can. It's either a platypus. It could be a beaver.
That's blurry.
Yeah, it could be a beaver because it's got the tail. I do see the tail. First stage of a family of rodent Pokemon, albeit hugely unintelligible. The image or the Pokemon? Because, but yeah,
the image.
Yeah, yeah. I'm losing.
I think
mind.
we're just being
We're
being very hopeful that it's an actual platypus, but I think it's just a beaver. I think it's another like Bidoof thing going on.
Maybe, yeah, it could be Bidoof, but Bidoof. But there is a second image that is not so blurry, and you can see actually. Well, there's another Pokemon here that actually I don't know if that's related or not, but you can see the image a little bit more clearly, and it doesn't because it's green. I'm like, I guess it doesn't really look like a. I don't know. That would make me think platypus over a beaver.
I just don't see a beak on him anywhere to make him a platypus.
Like right there. It's got like its head is defined. Yeah, I guess it's kind of up.
It's just blurry.
We'll
it
have to
reminds
ask
me
Lucy
of
about
the. It reminds me of the Gen 5 starter silhouette things. Like,
yeah,
people had their interpretations, but
yeah,
just because it fit the silhouette didn't mean they were right.
Yeah, the acorn starter Pokemon. Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure its face is right there in the drawing. Like those are his arms.
Yeah.
Right? I'm talking about the little sketch down at the bottom. You know,
Yeah,
like I don't see a beak anywhere still.
This is the screenshot. Yeah, where is it even? Oh, it's over here. This is crazy that this exists. This is insane.
It's crazy how much like they looked into it. Is really it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at this.
You see, like the face doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't add up with.
But is that the same? Is that this Pokemon or is it a different Pokemon?
It's got to be because the arm is the same, right? You look at the arm.
Oh, that's an arm. I guess I thought it was a foot. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, so maybe it's not a. I mean, it's not a Bidoof. This is not a Bidoof.
No, it looks like an owl face, but I don't know. Maybe we're not seeing. Maybe there's a beak under the gray part.
Yeah, you're right. If it looks,
some reason.
If it looks like an owl, it's a beak, and then that could be an interpreted, bill of a platypus.
Weird.
So weird, man. This is so weird.
What to make of it?
But
right,
yeah, let's zoom
the end
out
of
a little
that
bit.
section, basically.
Yeah, that is.
Well,
no. We hold on. We got a 3-leaf clover motif Pokemon.
These types of Pokemon are like they just.
That guy's so cute though.
He's a drooling 3-leaf clover Pokemon.
Well, the artwork is like very well done.
True.
So it's like you can see you get a better sense of what it is, and it's just a cute little guy.
Yeah, it's a cute little guy.
Easy to
I
draw.
I see these are like, I don't know, plant Pokemon are like object mons. It's like you see, like when you look at a flower, you're like, oh, that's stunning. It's all to itself. It's beautiful. It's like, let's turn this into a Pokemon. And a 4-leaf clover, or whatever, a clover is kind of iconic. So that would make sense. It's like,
I bet
it's
you
an easy concept to imagine as a Pokemon.
I could totally see a world where this Pokemon its whole concept was that it's a 3-leaf clover, but then there's a very rare form of it that's a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, no, that makes
like,
sense.
why else? Why else
that.
would you make a 3-leaf clover Pokemon? You know,
Yeah.
Why not just do 4-leaf? You're doing that.
I feel like I've seen 4-leaf clovers before.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like they're
the
not
whole
as
point
rare.
is that they're
supposed to be rare.
That's like their thing, though.
Yeah,
that's their thing.
Yeah. So then, to me, this looks like it was. There's not enough going on here. It was probably scrapped or reworked into. Again, this is another Pokemon that just looks like Charim to me. So that's what I would say. We have a super chat by Jarkaplier. If we didn't already say this, Mawile silhouette reminds me of Miss Magus. Did we talk about that?
Yes, we did.
That's cool.
It also has the long sleeve hands.
Nice. I like that.
So,
then but I guess if we're ending off there, I'll talk to Lutu. Maybe we talk to Lutu Saturday or Monday or I don't know, something. We're gonna figure out our schedule. I gotta go to a concert, and we can talk about the frilled cabbage lizard and keep talking about these Pokemon.
Are you going to Ariana Grande with your wife, or are you going just you? That's
yes, and yes. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I know everyone.
Because I imagine you'd be in a sea, probably be in a sea of 20-something women if you were there by yourself. You'd be like the one guy.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of guys there. Yeah.
Are there?
Oh yeah,
okay.
for sure.
I definitely love her.
It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be shaking my ass. I'm excited, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I feel like I want to apologize that we didn't get through this whole list, but guess what? You get another live stream. We're gonna be doing this again very soon. We'll have to figure out our times. Stay tuned. Subscribe. Tomorrow, we'll be streaming. I guess I don't know exactly what we're going to be streaming, but we have more Beta Pokemon from this Gen 4 era to go through. This has been super fun. Also in the news, there was a big compilation of a bunch of Generation 8 Beta information and Pokemon. I hope to cover that very soon on the channel. So stay tuned, subscribe. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. And yeah, thank you to everyone who's watching. And if you want to get, if you want to keep watching and you're disappointed, and maybe you've already seen all of our public episodes, well, guess what? On Monday, a couple days ago, we just released a brand new episode for channel members and Patreon supporters. We call it our Hall of Fame. Anyone who supports us at a paid level gets access to those bonus videos. So go check that out. We also have a brand new video talking about what was the topic? It was like we were predicting. We talked about the Pokemon world and what regions could be adapted or we could see in the future. And it was like an hour and 40 minutes as a bonus episode, and that'll be out on Monday. So anyways, we love you guys. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. I haven't even seen all the Beta Pokemon yet. This is a raw reaction, and so I'm a little disappointed that I won't be able to get through all these. All right, great. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Guys.
Thank you guys.
See ya.